Damn, I always forget how good a tune that is, because I don't use it every time. Because most games have intro music of their own. I forget how good that is, and then I hear it again and I'm like, oh man, I love this. Every single time. Before we start, yes, I know this is disappearing in the green screen, but it's Purple Tentacle. How could I not wear it? After yesterday. How could I not wear it? He's going to take over the world. And he did. And we now have to go back in time and stop him. I say we. J-Dub has to. With the unlikely trio of heroes in Day of the Tentacle. How are we? Merry Sunday. Happy weekend. It's been really nice here today. Nicely cloudy. It was sunny, as in blue sky, bright sunny yesterday. And I went out. It was too warm and I didn't like it. So I came back in. And yeah, sort of just hid away indoors and then felt really bad for doing that. So today I went for an actual proper walk in the slightly less... it was still warm, don't get me wrong. I shouldn't have worn jeans. I should have worn, dare I even say it, shorts in April. Or at least a long skirt, because that would have been more flowy and a bit more aero, whatever. But no, I wore jeans and it was a mistake. But I don't regret going because I saw a swan on its nest and that was quite cool. So yeah. I hope you've had a lovely Sunday also. This is Titanium Core, and as I say, it has literally no sound. It does have sound, because if I click in here, it does have sound, it just doesn't have any title sound. And I didn't want to press play in case doing so launched some sort of cutscene or something. It would give us music, but then you would have missed whatever happened. So there are some accessibility options, should you be interested. We've got some different types of fonts, because it is pixel font. It's all very pixel art. It's what I would sort of mentally refer to as like teletext art, which if you were a British child of, I guess, the 80s/90s, you'd know teletext and CFAX. So hyper legible. Yeah, I don't know what that actually is. Oh, that's just like really, really clear. High res fonts. I don't dislike it, but we'll start with the regular one so that it's like it's as intended. And then if I find that I'm getting annoyed by pixel fonts, then I will change it. I don't know what's going to be shaking to reduce shaking. And I don't know why we have an FPS counter. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. You live in tees and hoodies. Yeah, I mean, I took a hoodie with me because I can't bear to go out without some form of just in case option. So I literally carried it the whole way around. But you know, it is still April. I was forgetting. I keep thinking it's already May and it's not. Cateriel's here, honking as usual. Cateriel, I saw a swan. It didn't honk, but I saw a swan. And also some ducks. They were asleep. Becca's here too. Hi, Becca. Hi. Did you know that when ducks sleep, and I mean, I'm guessing this is probably fairly obvious, but they sleep in the water sometimes? And this duck was asleep with its little head turned round and like on backwards as they do. And it was just sort of like drifting where the current took it. I was like, that seems like a really sort of semi-perilous way to sleep. Like, what if you got floated out into the open and there was some sort of predator there? I don't know. I mean, there aren't any predators around here that are going to consume them that I know of. but it still seemed a bit odd. They give no quacks. I guess, yeah, it would have just put up an immediate fight if it had been confronted by something. I also saw some coots and some moorhens and a women's rugby match, this is all within the park that is near here that I can walk to within about probably more like maybe 7-8 minutes, but rarely remember to actually do. Yeah. A quack is a sound that can get no echo from you. Okay. I know that's referencing something and I can't for the life of me think what it is. But anyway. So I was given a key for this, as I've said a couple of times, and I always feel obliged to point out. But this is not one that was just randomly... It was randomly offered to me, but it's one that I was actually kind of already did have my eye on. You finished... Enough about that. You finished Day of the Tentacle. What did you think? Was it your first time playing it? Isn't it delightfully mad? It's like delightfully bad. You will not be surprised to learn that, back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show. I didn't finish it. I don't think at all. If I did, it's because my dad would have helped me. And possibly, if I can't remember, I feel like I have this vague memory that we must have looked stuff up, but at the same time, I don't know what we would have done that on because... No spoilers. Because it wasn't in the age of internet walkthroughs, or if it was in the age of internet walkthroughs where they were in like ASCII and like that sort of stuff. There was a picture at the top drawn in ASCII art, and I would then print off pages and pages and pages of walkthrough, and then get in trouble for using up all the paper and the ink, or whatever. So I feel like if we finished it, it would have been that way. And then when it came out and it got remastered, I actually played it on the PS4, and I really wanted to platinum it, and I knew I couldn't do it legit, so I did have to follow a bit of a walkthrough for the more obscure parts, which is quite a lot of it. But one of the achievements and one of the trophies, therefore, is for finishing Maniac Mansion within it, which you discovered within it. And I tried that a couple of times, and it really got on my nerves, so I didn't. So it's not the only trophy I won't have got, but I did finish it, but not unassisted, shall we say. You really should replay them tentacles. Yeah, the time jumping is, and the remembering they can send things to each other is like the thing to get your head around. And I'll say no more because otherwise I risk drifting into spoiler territory. So, yeah, Titanium Core. I deliberately haven't looked up much about this. Its Steam page is literally just says a load of weird stuff. It's match 3, but it's also tower defense. It's also strategy. It's also a couple of other things that got mentioned, sort of all rolled up into one. They've been doing this really weird kind of like up to launch sort of marketing thing where they made out that the release date was an entity in itself, and it had broken out of prison to escape early or something, and this whole sort of weirdness about it. I assume this is one person. I guess we can find out in the credits. Those are the credits. That's the credits right there. Oh no, okay, so edited by, proofread by. Shout out to the proofreader. Let's see how Sandra did, shall we? I'll be the judge of that. The few songs mixed and mastered by Violet WP, published by Fellow Traveller, who are the ones that sent it to me. Played by you, presumably. Enjoyed by you, hopefully. Thank you for using the credits button. More credits may be found at the conclusion, but these abridged credits were written by A.P. Thompson, and then it loops you back to the start. So that's cool. I have no idea how long it is, how completable it is. There is a way of completing it, but I don't know what it is. We'll find out together. Hi, Kim. How are you doing? Kim, are you back home yet? Did you have a good time away? I'm going to put a wild bet that there's no voice acting in this. A man steps on stage and taps a microphone. Oh, good evening. Before we begin the game, there are a few announcements. First, due to unexpected circumstances, the part of the player will be performed by an understudy in wibbly text. A couple of audible groans and a muffled boo erupt from the audience. You came home yesterday and you're knackered. Oh, I bet you had a good time though, right? Feel free to discuss where you were and what you were doing if you like, or if you don't want to, then you don't have to. No, there's no need for that. This kid may not be a star yet, but I've seen her rehearse and I can guarantee she'll impress you. Oh, I wasn't really looking for typo. It's hard to notice typos in pixel font. Harder, I find. She may not have had time to memorize any of her lines, but, well, neither have any of you. The audience laughs. Second, we'd like to warn you that this production features a significant amount of obscenity. But before all the parents of the audience begin covering their children's ears, know this. This stage is enchanted, such that the obscenities can only be heard by those of sufficient emotional maturity to handle hearing them. So does that mean, do you think that's implying that we won't actually see any come up on the screen? And therefore he's implying that we don't have much emotional maturity? Don't know. And finally, the writing room would like to issue an apology for failing to complete the script before this performance. They are working on it as I speak, so it is my pleasure to announce that tonight's performance is also a race. Who will win? The writers furiously working to finish the script? Or the performers attempting to perform it? I can't answer that question, but I can announce that the race begins now. We hope you enjoy the game. Who did you go see, Kim? Share it with the group. You've announced that you've been to a gig. You have to tell them who you went to see. This reminds me of, I played a very small amount of a game called He Is Coming, which is a little bit like Loop Hero if you've played that. It was on Game Pass, but it has just left. He Is Coming has left. And it was this sort of like thing. Yeah. Where should I see? I had forgotten that it was him, and I thought it was Harry Styles. I was mistaken. I wasn't a million miles off though. What's interest in your story? You were walking through the woods. Do 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 do. That's me. When the world around you shattered. Heck. Oh! Oh no! We've turned into a match 3 puzzle, which I knew was coming, but this was both alarming and inconvenient. Isolated on a lone stretch of ground, you were transfixed as the broken landscape began to rearrange itself, and TC adjusted her volume button. Harry is in June. I knew it was there somewhere. I just couldn't. Okay. Match 3, baby. Wow, we're winning already. Your eyes followed trees and hills, these things that look like bread buns, collapsing in lines of 3 in rainbow, as if the forest you knew were not becoming carefully untangled. Is this too loud, the music? I can adjust it if it is. Yes, okay. Is that here? Yeah. Okay, I left it at max because... I don't know what the SFX are going to be, so we'll leave them like that. We can adjust again. Resume. You dared not move from your position as the ground beneath your feet quivered in anticipation of shattering further. You passed the time this way for who knows how long. Am I aiming for something in particular here, or until the court slid into view? Surely the titanium court. Too quiet. It has gone very quiet, hasn't it? Like it's like, who knew that that would make that much difference? I'll put it somewhere in the middle. At first you weren't sure you could trust your eyes, but there it was, a great shining structure among the roiling landscape. Something stable and enclosed, a shelter. You kept your eyes on it, hoping it would draw close enough that you might peer inside its windows. So do I have to get myself to it? I wonder. Surprisingly, the court appeared able to move freely through the broken landscape, disregarding lines of 3 as it approached your position. Oh, okay. That's cool. Just as it came near, the shattered landscape lurched. With little warning, the forest snapped back together as if someone had pulled the knot of reality tight once again. Oh. Except by now it wasn't the forest you knew. It was hardly even a forest. You stood, stretched, and began the hike towards the court. I should stretch. So now we are in the court. That was the tutorial, I'm guessing. It's a little bit too quiet. I'll keep adjusting the sound. Later, while the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. Hoping to avoid any attention, you sought out a more isolated part of the hall. An empty table near an exit where no one would pay you much mind. A sound plan, except... Oh no, oh no! The hall was soon overflowing with people, and your table was no exception. The young man seated to your right, who's got tiny, tiny, tiny pink feet, began engaging you in idle conversation. Quite literally the worst kind of conversation. There he is, chugging his wine. The weather, how you found the meal, the role of the individual in a society, how you prefer to make your bed, those sorts of subjects. The worst, right? Eventually he inquired how you came to arrive at the court. Which answers my question quite thoroughly without raising any more. Many more, he says as you conclude your tale. Ah. But forgive me, you haven't actually finished your story, have you? You admit there is a bit more, though you have yet to make sense of it. Whoa. The people within the court were earnest but odd. Do we live here now? Like, literally. But that's just treating you like a human, surely. Like, by talking to you instead of just disregarding you. After your arrival, you attempted to get some answers about your whereabouts and the strange circumstances outside, except They spoke mostly in riddles and nonsense, didn't they? They did. Let's find out where you are. That reminded me, there's a bit in Watership Down, bizarrely enough, where the ragtag bunch of runaways, it's quite early on, so this isn't really a spoiler, they find a warren full of kind of strange rabbits who won't answer any of their questions except in riddles, and they won't say where anything is and stuff. Reminds me of this. Let's find out where you are. A man resting in the shade of a wall. I guess that's him. A woman in a helmet doing her taxes, question mark, at a picnic table? A pair in front of a blackboard discussing magic? Or a small cat bathing in the sun atop the walls? Gonna talk to the cat because we might be able to pet it. Said a small cat, meow. But your questions are numerous but inconsequential, but they overlook the current crisis. Wow. What crisis? Why, the crisis whereby my dinner is late. Honk. Meow. It is so late, in fact, that I'm not certain the concept of dinner isn't something I invented in a fugue of hunger. Wow. That's quite funny. All other societal issues are mere trivialities in comparison to my plight. Purr, please, stranger, might you fill my bowl, thus ending this ravenous standoff? Oh, I missed what you said. Hold on, let me just scroll back. Oh, you have a workmate who's going to see Harry Styles too. That's cool. Multiple peoples doing a thing. Meow. A woman behind you laughed. Don't listen to him. He's been fed twice already today. Animals. Next, you. Hold on, are you seriously going to tell me about every individual conversation you had in excruciating detail? You wanted idle conversation, my friend. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. Because if he lets you proceed uninterrupted, he'll learn that many of these people played a part in what happened next. Fine, fine. Cool. Let's talk to the woman doing the taxes. Because she's in a helmet, so she might be like a soldier and therefore kind of official and know stuff. Said the woman. I would love to tell you where we are, friend, but I haven't even figured out where we aren't. She gestured at a stack of maps on the table behind her. We're not in any of those places. Or at least, we weren't. Who knows if that's true now that the tide has come in? This is giving me strong Piranesi vibes now. That is all about tides. With capital T. You attempted another tactic, hoping to glean some information. Perhaps she could at least tell you the name of this place? And we just call it the Court. Its full name is the Court of... I forget. Something like the Court of Aluminium, but it starts with a T. The Court of Tungsten? I don't know. Maybe. I'm new here, and I'm bad with names, but at least I can give you mine. I'm Robin. And she's wearing a construction helmet, like Robin from Stardew. That's nice. Who doesn't wear one, but is a builder, so, you know, might have one. She held out her hand, which you shook as you introduced yourself. Now, if you excuse me, I should try to sort this out before the tide settles again. Okay. Let's talk to the people discussing magic, because they obviously know stuff. Yeah, so this is money, food, bombs. I don't know. I'm assuming it will explain it at some point. There appeared to be a seminar of some sort taking place in the courtyard, a seminar on magic, if you understood the text on the blackboard correctly. Why is it hosted by a game show host? Is this not Robert Webb's look from Numberwang? Like his jacket, you know, the sparkly jacket? So, okay, first you take a metaphor and then you stretch it really thin, right? Right. Like, really thin. So thin you forget its original purpose and then you just inflate it. Right, just inflate the metaphor. I prefer to use my lungs for that. Then, as it's inflating, you twist it like... Hang on. Like so. You still following? I think so. And hold on. Ta-da! There! It now resembles a dog. A delight for children and such. Okay, so what happened to the metaphor? It's a lovely little balloon dog now. I see. They seem busy, so you leave them to it. So when they said they were doing magic, it was that kind of magic, not like wizard magic. Let's talk to the man resting in the shade of the wall. Said the man. I don't know. Whoa, pal, before you ask me any questions, you gotta know my deal. My deal is that I can only answer questions you haven't asked. So as to where we are, no can do. Sorry, can't tell you. But what are we doing? Oh man, we're a court of fairies on a quest to find our missing queen. He looked to both sides and then said, so let me know if you see her, just don't ask me where she is. Okay, and then we have a new option, which is what did the outside of the court look like from atop the walls? It is kind of unnerving that there's no music, but I guess there's a choice for why there's no music. Finding no immediate answers inside the court, you moved to the top of the walls and looked outward. I love that it's kind of like part of visual novel, though. Like, my jam, as I'm sure you know. Perhaps there was something you could see from this vantage that would shed more light on your situation. To the contrary, conditions outside the walls were even stranger than they were at the time of your arrival. The rest of the shattered landscape had now melted away. The court stood alone amid a void. But not for long. Like a rush of water, new surroundings began to surround. Much of the new topography... Oh, what's this? What are these? Oh, these are people. They're little people. Much of the new topography was familiar to you. You could identify fields, water, woods, and hills. That is... I don't know what currency that is, but that's not the UK currency. I can tell you that this is £8.79, I think, at the minute on sale. But there was something else to see. A menacing group of other courts were also part of the landscape. You were not alone in noticing these courts. Someone shouted, "The war! The war! The war is here!" Someone else, "That can't be. Puck said no wars until we find the queen." I didn't know there were like Shakespearean overtones to this. Like, I know they just said about the fairy court and the queen and stuff, but you know, like a million billion romantasy books these days have fairy with an E in the middle in them. But Puck is from Midsummer Night's Dream, so hopefully we are completely based on that. Perhaps you should explain that to them. Surrounded by the enemy on all sides and bereft of an obvious course of action, the people of the court began to pray. Thoughts and prayers, everybody. A man stepped forward and offered the first prayer. "I genuinely wish no harm upon our enemy. I merely pray that they would fade into obscurity." Okay. I was worried that like merging them might make them stronger, but clearly it's the opposite, so that's fine. Wow, I didn't expect that to work, but thanks. The woman named Robin offered the next prayer. My notes are quite clear on this. Prayer does not work. Our time is much better spent steering the court. Remember, their soldiers cannot cross water. God, am I going to have to start taking notes? We should try to take shelter behind a moat until the tide comes in. When does the tide come in? But that's going to put me next to a soldier. Oh, but it protects me from those three. Fair. That river protects us from nearly half the field. Surely I could have just gone up, though, and got out and, like... Yeah. Hills should also slow their advance, so for my next prayer... But the next prayer did not belong to Rob. The next prayer belonged to the cat. Ah, so long as we are making demands of God, then my wish, as ever, is to be fed. He wants wheat fields. Psst, hey. Yeah. You probably didn't notice. I absolutely did notice. Something just happened over here. What happened is, by matching fields, the court has acquired more food. Similarly, other parts of the battlefield can be matched to earn water, not bombs. Apples from the forests, maybe? Or stones from the hills? None of those fairies in the court will tell you this. Their religion forbids them from acknowledging the existence of the user interface. Meow, feed me. Hello. New? I'm gonna guess new. Hi. We have just acknowledged the existence of the user interface. It's a very exciting moment. Welcome in. I am a secular tooltip. I fear no god. I will do my best to provide you with this vital information. You bought it after seeing the video. Like, I was kindly given a key by the developer, well, the publisher, rather. But yes, I was quite hyped for this to sort of like see what's going on. I know nothing about it beyond what we've seen in the past 20 minutes. So enjoy my probably confused face for quite a lot of the coming couple of hours. You're welcome. Thank you, Tooltip. Purr. Yes, more of that, please. Does the cat really eat grain? I suppose it just represents food of all kinds, doesn't it? More of that, please. Okay. Food. But now our river is gone, and now we're like very much surrounded by everybody else. Robin then bemoaned the loss of the moat. And we face even more of the enemy than before. Why do I bother? Oh, you're only 10 minutes behind. Oh, that's okay then. Yeah. So we won't hopefully spoil it for each other. The scholars at the blackboard chimed in. We've identified the most strategically sound location. This spot right here. Up here. I mean, yeah, sure. But I'm down here. If we just steer over there carefully, we should be fine. Sitting pretty. But Robin interjected. Stop! Look at the clock! It's almost low tide. Where is the clock? Is this the clock? This bar. It's almost low tide. We have time left for one more move. Hello again. Hello, Secular Tooltip. So, the clock and time left that Robin alludes to is in fact this unassuming progress bar at the edge of your vision. Much like life, every move you make will deplete some of your remaining time. If we have only one prayer left, what do you suggest we ask for? Well, we might as well pray for a miracle. Can we do that? Well, that's a start. Apologies, but another explanation from me. Your humble tooltip is in order. The previous move chained multiple matches together. Because of this, you have earned some bonus time. Okay. For the fairies of the court, this might as well be a miracle. Is there any chance we could do that again, whatever that was? But there was no such chance. The next prayer would be the last one. Incidentally, the next prayer also belonged to you. Unsure of what any of this really meant, you imitated the people around you and made a pointless decision. Alright, okay, literally anything then. Sure, why not go here? The battlefield snapped together as the court snapped to attention. Places, everyone! Oh, they're all lined up, look. Windows were shuttered, doors were slammed. Throngs of people emerged from inside and formed a line near the gates. There they go. We've got music now as well. That's good. A tap on your shoulder, one of the scholars. We could use some help in the dressing room if you have a free hand. Okay. Along with the scholars, introduced to you as Hop and Skip. Okay. Not what I expected. You sorted through a large pile of costumes, props, and weapons. Props? I mean, if it is Midsummer Night's Dream themed, that's all sort of centered around a play within the play. Your autosave is exactly here. Then feel free to not like pay too much close attention if you don't want spoilers or anything. If you want to just hang out and enjoy the vibes, that's absolutely fine. Check the tag on that, would you? Make sure I put it together properly. So are they putting on a play? Click and hold on this. Farmer, working fairy, gathers food. Oh, right, so it's telling me what that little type person does. If it looks correct, feel free to hand it out. Click to use. You handed the bundle of farmer's apparel to the first person in line. So we're a tiny little bit, and it really is a tiny bit. Like in Borlax's Pit, you give the little characters roles to do when they're in the town. And this sort of reminds me of that. Unperturbed by the idea of harvesting wheat in the middle of a battle, they whistled as they marched out the front gate. Off they go! Oh god, what if they die? What if they die? The soldier's right there. I feel bad. Deploy another farmer. Okay. See if this one fits anybody. Oh! A blind parallel play with a streamer before. Oh, true. Soldier, offensive fairy, attacks the enemy. But costs, I guess, 3... I don't have 6. Oh no, so... I thought that was the number 6. It's not, it's the log. It's a log, isn't it? It's not an apple. It's a log. 3 food, 1 log, and 1 chunk of rock. Which, we have all of those things, so that's fine. You handed a bundle of armour and weapons to the next person in line. She tested the weight of a weapon in her hand. I haven't received any training, so I'm just planning to hit anything that doesn't belong to us. That is good. Off she goes. Look, there she is. After this minimal preparation, the scholars considered their work finished. A classic log with a classic leaf on it, yeah. Farmers totally fight well. Give a farmer a pitchfork and he will defend his land to the death. To the death! I'd place our chances of survival somewhere near abysmal, but I'm afraid this is the best we can do. A small mercy, at least, that the Queen isn't here to witness this. Where is the Queen? And so you waited for the others for the battle to commence. I must pester you one more time before I take my leave. I kind of really love the little talking tooltip. I wish it would stay. It reminds me of Clippy. Observe! This is the undo button. Use it to change your mind as many times as you wish before starting the battle. However, the official editorial position of this tooltip is that you are liable to lose no matter how many times you change your mind presently. So we're meant to lose here? That's what that's telling me, right? Because we don't really have anything. How are we going to win? When you are ready to lose, use the play button to proceed to the battle. Now I will leave you in peace. Thank you, tooltip. But should you ever... It's like it knew I said it. Should you ever desire the company of your loyal tooltip, all you need to do is click and hold over any button or tile and I will do my best to explain it to you. Amazing! I love you. Thank you very much. Let's see what happens. There's my farmers. It's so cute! Oh no, but they're attacking my castle! No! No! We died. The castle went from 30 to 0 in like seconds. Okay. Pour some more wine. Dead. And then, sometime later, as the sun hovered low over the horizon, I blame the farmers. They were way too focused on getting us 9 food, look. They needed more pitchforks. There was a feast within the walls of the court. The man to your right is beside himself with laughter. The guy with the little pink shoes. Oh, the wine guy. Yeah, okay, so our court, caught off guard by a sudden war, stumbled behind enemy lines, made a token attempt at resistance, and was summarily toppled. Do I have that right? That does appear to be an accurate summary. Well, then I'm certainly glad I slept through that. Haha. As you look at your surroundings, a switch flips in your mind. Your own story makes little sense now that you think on it. How did you... Pats your arm. Don't worry about it. If our court couldn't withstand physical destruction, we wouldn't last 5 minutes in the pull of the tide. But enough of that. It's about time I made some introductions. Oh god, are we going to meet every single person in this around this massive table? As you've narrowly avoided learning, this place is called Titanium Court. They said the name of the game. Oh, he is literally Puck. Okay, hadn't even clicked. Meanwhile, I have the honour of being the steward of the court. My name is Puck, although my lovers and enemies call me Goodfellow. I'd rather call you Puck. I'm chief advisor and friend eternal to our fair queen. As fancy as that sounds, in practice it means he's unemployed. He's got little rosy cheeks, look, because he's drinking wine. Is that the thing? For context, the queen he's referring to in the play, in the Shakespeare play, is called Titania, which I guess is why it's Titanium Court. One of the scholars, the man named Hop, has approached your table. He appears to have had a drink or 2 or 4. And where is Oberon? I mean, maybe that's late game stuff. Who knows? Maybe that's who we're fighting against. Maybe that's who runs the red towers? He pulls up a seat between the two of you and assumes a jovial attitude. Guess the queen stood us up, eh, good fellow? Lucky for her, I'd say. I'd skip town too if I knew what a sorry showing the court would make. But on the plus side, we can continue draining her wine cellar. Now, are you going to help me with that, good fellow? Are you just going to stare at me? I don't mind either way. Spoopy music in the background. Puck, staring at the scholar, mouth agape, slowly inhales and pinches his nose. What fools these? How... That's... I think that's a quote. That's the start of a line. Caterial, surely you must know. That's the start of a line from Midsummer Night's Dream, right? How drunk are you, Hop? The queen is right here. I've been speaking to her for the entire feast. Am I the queen? Is this why I'm a little person with blonde hair? What? A record scratch? An excited hush falls over the entire hall. Hop blinks, looks at you, looks at Puck, turns bright red. Oh, ha! I see it now. That calls for Her Majesty's finest vintage. I'll be right back. There he goes. As Hop makes a quick exit, you look steadily at Puck and shake your head. There's no use denying it now, not after the tale you told me. If you'd like more proof, just take a look at where you're seated. What fools these mortals be? I knew, yeah. It was bringing something back from university days. It's like, I don't know as much Shakespeare as I really, really should. And I've seen Midsummer Night's Dream, I think, performed live, if I remember right, and I still don't remember. There's just not enough room for all of Shakespeare, you know? You've slowly taken your surroundings. Well, my little arm is going... Wow. Pursuit. Puck smiles. Now, if I may conclude my introductions, let me present the court to your majesty and likewise. He stands up and addresses the entire hall as he says, long absent, the Queen of Titanium Court, always a stranger, has arrived. Ah, long live the Queen! Cheers erupt and dessert is served. Hooray! Trumpets play! People jump up and down! I love how delightfully nuts this is. To your left, Hop returned with an armful of glasses and bottles, and about time too. Good fellow, did you tell her about the war yet? The game is starting! Chapter 1. A place beloved only of clowns and criminals. Is clowns and criminals another thing from the Shakespeare? I need to go and reread Midsummer Night's Dream, I think, before playing this again, like next time. And then, just a short while after the feast, the court returns to war. Oh well, feasting was fun. You're in charge of the war now, Your Majesty. You should be fine. Just remember everything we taught you about magical warfare. I wasn't sure if holding over that would tell me something. Blinking slowly, you remind them that at this exact moment they have taught you roughly nothing about magical warfare. Good, she remembers quite clearly. Okay. High tide. While the field is broken, arrange it to your advantage. What is this? Consult the ever-changing map? Yes? I don't quite understand what this is telling me. These icons are different. But that is our castle. You don't know what any of this means. Okay, so like consulting that at the minute is irrelevant. So inspect your available units. No, not for now. So we just need to like get stuff, don't we, at the minute? What's this one though? I should tell you that when I play match 3 games, I am not the most I don't sort of look at it and go, okay, I'm going to work out how to chain up a sequence of things. I just move what I see. I don't overthink it, which is strange because I tend to overthink literally everything else in life. But here we are. Oh, a double one. Nice. Do we get bonus stuff for that? I don't know. Get rid of you because you've got a little. Uh-oh, low tide. Make preparations for the coming battle. It's already going down, look. Or is it? I don't know. No, not the map. This. Right, so... Oh, there's a lot of things there, aren't there? So, I guess we'll put... I can afford 2 soldiers. So I will. And then, do I just blow all my resources and get loads of farmers so we get loads of food back? Why not? Why not? Let's see what happens. Yes. We'll only learn by doing, so... That's it. You bonk those things. Bonk them. Bonk. There are no other little soldiers, though. Oh, hello. We did it! We did a winning! What does this mean? Yeah, because we're not fighting anyone, we're just smashing empty castles, I think. What? Cool. 14 food, though. That's good. But only 1 water, so not great. Well, having now achieved some kind of victory in the war, you wonder if someone in the court might help you return home. It would be our pleasure, if you can show us the way. Do you know the way? Also, that was only 1 battle. There are many more to come if my notes are to be trusted. Okay, well, if you understand this map correctly, if it even is a map, there appears to be some sort of signage just ahead, like this. Is this our kind of... You know, in like roguelikes, you choose your path through... You can choose different routes through the thing to the end. Is this what we're going to choose to go this way, this way, this way, this way? Or... what, I guess? Perhaps if you can reach those signs, you'll learn more about where you actually are, along with how to get home. And to reach them, we need to merely be swept forward by the tide, as we have been all along. Convenient. Okay. Alright, so we achieved a step forward. Okay, cool. Right. So, let's try and get rid of some more soldiers. Would be good, but I do need more water as well. This only goes down as I move, doesn't it? It's not counting continuously. I don't think. We're just waiting for this to go down. This is when more people are going to get added to the board, I suppose. Kill them all. Do we need more luck? There's a safe here, look. How do we open the safe? Okay. So there's 3 little soldiers on the map. What's the safe? What's the safe? Take a look inside the storage unit. Yes. We're quite curious about what you might find inside the storage unit. But it's locked. Well, damn. That's annoying. Okay, right. So how many soldiers can we afford? Up to 4. Oh, I forgot we're up there and not down here. We'll have 3. And 2 farmers. Do we get 1 more soldier? Do you think to guarantee? I keep the soldiers, don't I? If we win, everyone who survives stays. I didn't really notice before. Oh, we'll do another one. Why not? Even numbers and stuff. Commence battle. Go. Bash that thing. Bash it good. I forgot to click over this to see what the tooltip guy would tell me. So where are they going to get added? They just come out randomly. God, 2 against 1, mate. You're not going to win. Our little farmers are still doing great work. Yay! We killed everybody. Killed everybody. How did I do it? Just having as many soldiers as possible, I think. I think getting rid of as many castles as you can before the fight helped. I genuinely can't remember. I've already forgotten. That fight, I just did 4 soldiers and 2 farmers, and luckily the castles that were nearest to us didn't have people on them. And then when the 3 people turned up, my 4 soldiers were able to just swamp them. So it could be luck. It could be something else. I genuinely don't know. What is this telling me? Aren't some of those empty courts empty? You've noticed a subtle difference between some of the courts on the battlefield. While many enemy courts have soldiers prominently stationed outside their gates, like all of them at the minute, there are also plenty of them, one of them at the minute, that appear to be completely empty. You think you can maybe assume that these will not attack the court during the coming battle, so you don't have to worry about getting rid of them, perhaps? Yes, you can assume that. Additionally, you can see when enemy soldiers will attack the court on the timeline. Even soldiers might be no threat if you can deal with their courts before they attack. Okay, sounds logical. I don't think we can make any soldiers this time. We need to make more rocks. Right, right, okay. Let's think this through. Let's make rocks and get rid of those guys. There's a jack-o'-lantern here. I need rocks for soldiers. Nice. Rid of all of you. Where am I? In the middle. I keep forgetting I can move the court though. And I don't know if I guess I should. Let's do that. That's gained us some resources. Just gonna move us there. Oh, that took a big chunk of time off there though. Yeah. So there's nothing right next to us. Get us a bunch of food, but it's more hills that we need, and we don't really have any hills close together. Oh, that's annoying. Can I do one more? Get rid of that one. Okay. This is quite a lot of dudes. We might have to just go all out soldiers this time. Because that's a lot of dudes. And some of them are already quite close. So... why are you going that way? Oh, I can't make any more. I mean, I could make 4 farmers, but they're gonna die, aren't they? Probably. I'll make 2. Yes. I'm not as confident about this one. Oh, they've gone up there. They did, generally. Yeah, if he can kill this one before this guy comes out. like a girl band advancing on like K-pop demon hunters. Just killing off that castle. Oh no, look, they're attacking mine now. Guys, come back. The castle. Guys, the castle. It's dying. Oh my god, how did we survive that? Wow. Ooh. A menacing birdcage suddenly appears in front of the court, obviously. Your Majesty, I have notes on this foe. Let me know if you'd like to see them. Obviously, I'd like to see them. Yes. Robin has notes on how the birdcage behaves in battle. Here's what my notes say. First, at the start of low tide, the birdcage will flood its surroundings with water. Following that, it will attack the court with birds. They don't look like birds, they look like little sort of angel people or something, but okay. Fighting it may prove tricky. If it's always surrounded by water, the court's soldiers will be unable to reach it. You agree. You wonder if there's another approach the court could take. Either way, you thank Robin for the info. Okay. I will consult the ever-changing map. I mean, we're right at the signpost. Why can't we look at it? Oh. Dripping with symbolism. Paradolic pumpkin. A plant possessing a friendly false face. Fountain. Local non-profit focused on distributing wishes to the underserved. That's going to be a healing... like a healing chamber, I suppose, isn't it? A well-defended fortress creates a moat at the start of each battle. What are these? Stump. A seat announcing new beginnings. The soapbox of the natural world. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I just want to see what you tell me about this. Monarch. Offensive job. Turn property and damage into profit. Earn... what, cash, I guess, when you destroy those houses. My god, there's so many of them, look. Oh my god. Can I not just get it right down to the corner? And then it's like at least sort of further away. Get rid of them. Your Majesty, look, there is a chest resting on that patch of land. How do we get it? We should be able to recover its contents as long as it remains in sight till low tide. Okay. Well, I'm afraid I am immediately gonna drop that. Oh. Oh, no! It literally got absorbed into something. Never mind. Never mind. We need rocks. Plenty of rocks. How many more things? I still haven't quite... The flying monkeys from Mars, they do a little bit, yeah. There's a lot of them, I'm not confident here. Look at this. Hot garbage right here. Yeah, the high tide... I'm not sure how much it goes down by each time I do a thing, so I can't gauge how many things I have left that I can do. Get rid of those. We can have as few courts near us. That's probably a good thing, right? Oh, look, there's another one there. Right, let's deliberately keep it safe. Oh, except it won't because I want to drop that down. Right, do that and then do that. And then we can get rid of that. Oh, and I could have got rid of that. Okay, let's see how this goes. As low tide begins, the birdcage surrounds itself with a moat. Gather all manner of trinkets, treasures, trifles, and toys. Well, yeah, because of course they can just fly over the water, whereas I can't get to that, but sure. What did we get? A selection of goods are for the taking. Bird, offensive winged fairy, unhindered by terrain. I can have my own bird. Gunboat, offensive rock, attacks the enemy via water. I mean, they do have a lot of water around them. Can I have both of these things, do we think? Yes. Uses 2 and 2 rocks. I only have 4 of these. But that might be fine. Acquisition provides a brief surge of something satisfaction. Yes, yes it does. These chests are empty, it's now safe to shut them. Okay. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to press this one. Right, so. Do I get to choose where the gunboats go? Offensive rock attacks the enemy via water. I mean, it would be daft not to do that, right? Can it? I hope it can go like that way. We'll have a fairy, a flying fairy. I mean, we'll have a soldier. The soldiers can only go like that way, though, unless another one goes out this side. Except I can't have another one because I'm missing a log to make any more. So we literally are surviving on these 3 fellows, unless I undo it. But I still don't think I'm going to have enough wood to progress. We can chuck out a couple of farms, though. I mean, why not, eh? Let's see how this goes. Oh no, look at them all coming! Oh no! We're so dead. We're so dead. Although maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Go on, gunboat. Get them, get them, get them. He did as well. He got them all. Wow. Okay, so gunboat. Absolutely worth its weight in gold. And we survived just about that little lone guy. Woohoo! Have we made it to the signpost? Thank God. That was it. That was pretty cool. I liked that. I'm glad I bought him. Having escaped the birdcage, the court now arrives at its initial destination. Taking a spyglass to the top of the walls, you see if the sign ahead can give you any clues or directions. Dead end. I know this one. This is a memento mori. I hear they are popular among mortals. This one is quite simple, perhaps even unrefined. It says dead end, so any mortal who reads it can remember exactly what awaits them at the end. Happy Sunday, everybody. In case they forgot. Precisely. Okay, well, where you're from, this sign generally means that you cannot proceed any further. As you say this, a gasp! Her Majesty is right. The court is not facing forward. We've been letting the tide carry us backwards ever since the feast. Okay. Well, in that case, how should you go about correcting that misalignment? The cat responds to this question by falling asleep in your lap. The beast is right. A good night's sleep should return the court to its default state. Hooray! And so the court decides to retire early for the day. Does it actually heal it? Wow, the glass is full. With time and repetition comes comfort. No lie. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 1. Okay. Oh, we're healthy again. Amazing. The next morning you awake in a strange bed. The bed is strange, not just because it is not your usual bed, but because it is also not the bed you fell asleep in. You're at comfort 2. Nice. Puck told you any room within the court might be the Queen's, so you parted with him at the first room you found that wasn't already occupied. You're still in the same first battle. I mean, you're you're building up stats and stuff though, right? So that might be a good thing. A small chamber beneath a staircase, a twin-sized bed neighboured by a nightstand and a lamp, a small desk in the corner, no windows. Meanwhile, the bed you awake in is queen-sized and contained within a spacious chamber that opens onto a balcony. Nice. How pretty. Are we Juliet now? The balcony overlooks the courtyard of your new home. You appear to be roughly 5 stories above the ground. Your bedchambers. What should you do here? I'm guessing the door means leave, but what do the keys mean? Take a stock of your possessions. You look over the scant possessions that were on your person when you arrived at the court. Everything appears to be where you left it, with one irritating exception. Sometime between your arrival and now, you have managed to misplace your keys. In a way, you suppose you also managed to misplace the locks those keys are intended for. A mystery, admittedly, of much greater concern to you than the missing keys. What should you do here? Explore the court, I guess. Because there's nothing else I can do here. That's a ridiculously large bed for this tiny, tiny polygon person. Oh, man. I love that we get to explore it and stuff, like a little sort of mini RPG. Return to your office. Investigate the dining hall. Wait! There is the man named Puck. You have a lot to say to him. Yes. He is just across the courtyard. Perfect. You have many things you wish to ask him. Beep, 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 beep. Hey! Yet as you draw near, he quickly exits the scene. You might be imagining it, but he seems to retreat the moment he saw your approach. Well, damn. Dining hall or my office? Return to my office implies that we may be starting the war again, so I'm going to investigate the dining hall first. What should you do here? Grab some breakfast. Yes. In the light of day, the feasting hall more closely resembles a common dining area. You collect some breakfast from a buffet, then look for a table. You would prefer to sit somewhere out of the way, near an exit, ideally hidden. Yeah, so this will be a VOD that stays on Twitch, but I will also put it on YouTube. My YouTube is basically the same username as this, TC Loves Games. It'll be on there probably tomorrow or the day after. I don't have a YouTube command, do I? Because I don't really talk about it much. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't push it really, do I? Because mostly all I put on there is VODs. So, yeah, it'll be on YouTube. You sit in the most nondescript location you can find, a corner near a bin. Before you finished a bite, a whole host of fairy courtiers, thank you very much, Joe, arrive with their meals and sit with you. Oh God, why though? They make idle conversation and a few honest attempts at answering your myriad of questions, none of them successful. As you complete your meal, you idly note that your table is now the most lively and boisterous table within the hall. This is not how I enjoy having breakfast. You also note idly that despite his assurances he would answer all your questions, the man named Puck remains nowhere to be seen. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. We get 10 coins. We get paid to eat breakfast. Kind of amazing job is this? Was it coins? I don't have 10 more coins. Was it just food? Don't know. It must have been food, because I don't think we had 13 food before. Explore elsewhere. Ooh, new things again. It reminds me, it gives me such kind of like Commodore 64 vibes of, you know, go here, explore this, go north, open door, look in chest, that kind of thing. Which I love. Go to war. No, not yet. Look out the window. Consult the ever-changing map. Let's look out the window. There are some dogs catching frisbees in the courtyard just out of frame. There they are! Look at them go! Neat! Oh god, okay. It's getting late, you should see to the business of the day. It's 7 AM! Mate, I'm not even awake at 7 AM. Hang on, let's just look at the ever-changing map. Okay, so we've got new things on the map. Catapult, great. Matches with all courts. Fires from a distance but is blocked by hills. Decently flammable. Billboard helpfully informs you of available goods or services. And then these trees are multiple colours. An abstract representation of a single battlefield. Okay, that is also... So these are like fancier versions of these. Interesting. Is there a kumquat tree? I mean, maybe. Maybe. If there was, I don't think the pixels would allow individual kumquats to be displayed. I guess we'll go to war then and see what happens. Go to war once more. After breakfast, the court goes to war. And as you ready yourself, a question. Your Majesty, is the intensity of the war to your liking? If not, please feel free to adjust the thermostat. Oh, okay. So these are like perks. Maybe make things a little easier on yourself. Current comfort 0 of 1. Okay, what do they do? With her calculator returned to her, Robin can give you a detailed analysis of the battlefield. Start with the ability to produce miners, who I guess will get stuff out of the hills. Begin the war with an extra 10 health. Start with an extra 10 rocks. This one and this one and this one I keep having to very visually check which one it's talking about. Receive a small mirror that follows you from battle to battle. Is that useful? I'll be taking the extra health because, you know, it's a roguelike. Always boost your health at the start. Proceed at max comfort level 1. Yes. 40. Look at that. Temperature. +1 degree. Sure. Okay, so how can you be certain the court is facing the correct direction this time? Personally, no. Of course, Your Majesty. Observe that the sun is now rising rather than setting. Very well. You suppose you'll attempt to reach those signs again, although you doubt you'll find anything useful. Beep boop. Oh, that was the map, not the play area. Yeah, I was like, oh, there's all these extra things on it. Okay then. So, right, we're very low on everything except for food. So we're going to need a lot of rocks, aren't we? And there's an awful lot of people to get rid of here. What's the most effective way of doing this? Right, we'll get rid of that one. That one into there. Yes. Okay. Ooh. This chest will be also open during low tide. Oh, so we've collected the chest. That's good. Okay. We need rocks and wood. Nice. Okay. More wood. More wood. Oh, there. Not sure which chest. Is it referring to this chest? So this is telling me how many chests are left up here I can actually access at the minute, which is 1. More rocks. Or wood. It's like this. Usually when you play in match 3s, you're just like la 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 la, isn't it? But you really have to think now, which is quite cool. I like that. Do need more trees. Get rid of you. Oh, that's going to get rid of that, but that's got a guy on it. Oh no, I could just do it that way. I'll just do it that way. 3 chests to open. Dun dun dun. Okay, if I can keep them. Can I keep them? What else do we need? We need more logs now, really, don't we? Can't get logs. We'll get more stone. That's fine. Amazing. Let's open all the chests. Yes. Section of goods are good for the taking. We get cash. We get a centaur archer. Does cost me logs and food and stuff. Amazing. Instantly gain 10 water. I mean, get all, yeah. Mine, all mine. The chests are now empty. It's safe to shut them. Hooray! Yeah, not as many logs as I'd have liked, but hey-ho. Right then. I mean, I guess we must deploy him because... Or do we save him? Maybe we save him. Because, like, this is the first battle of this war, so this should, touch wood, be okay. Let's have 3 soldiers. Oh, we can have quite a few farmers, because farmers only cost water. I keep forgetting that. That's... There are 3 chests on here as well, which... Are they the 3 chests we opened because they're open? Duh. Let's gamble on that. Because yeah, if we can defeat some of these before they spawn anything, all the better. Look at them go. It's so cute. I just love how simple it is, but it's like, they're still really cute. Are there any enemies coming out or not? This is just us wandering around picking stuff up. I didn't even need to get any soldiers. Hooray. Okay, so this map does its own thing. I don't quite get that, but yeah. Right then, let's get rid of you. 2 more to come back. Get rid of these. So we defo need logs. A tap on your shoulder. Pumpkin face. Yeah, how do we do something with the pumpkin face? There's also a little, like, mushroom house here. Robin points to a building in the distance. That shop is neutral to this conflict. We should strongly consider stocking up on supplies. That's only if it stays in view. If it disappears, we will have to wait till we pass another one. Bloody hell, okay. Okay, so don't get rid of the shop. Gotcha. But at the same time, do get rid of these castles. Still need more logs. Logs could be tricky now. Oh my god, so many of them came back. Right. No! The shop! It took the shop with it! Fuck. God damn it. Never mind, I'm sure. There's another one there. There's another one there. Right, let's just try and not do the shop. If I do this, will this go down to here? I really want the logs. Closed during high tide. Okay. Oh, hang on, wait. But you can call them up to check their inventory. Before you can proceed, the voice on the line stops you and asks if you understand how money works. Do you understand how money works? In case there's something weird about it, I'm going to say no. You thought you understood a lot of things before your world shattered, and now you might as well understand nothing. Whoa, I don't need your life story, ma'am. I just got to make sure you know where money comes from. Let me explain. First thing you got to know is where money doesn't come from. Trees. You're probably used to getting stuff like these randomly during high tide. Well, that's not going to work for money. You got to earn money by doing your job. You do have a job, right? You don't think you have a job. Come on, I have caller ID, you know. I know you're a fancy fairy queen of a fancy fairy court fighting a fancy fairy war. That's totally a job. Have more confidence. So anyway, fairy queens usually earn money by defeating their enemy on the battlefield. Just knock down those courts and money will pop out. You can also get money by selling stuff, maybe to us, but doing your job is a surefire method. Now that I've given you the talk, how about I tell you what we have for sale? Please do. Look at this little thing. What is this? Barracks. Offensive structure. Produces 2 soldiers at the start of each battle. It's quite cool. It would literally cost me all of my money. Like almost all of my money. What do you do? Ranger. Working defensive fairy. Gathers wood from forests. Defends your court. Archer. Oh, right, okay. Okay. We still have our centaur as well. That's a centaur who has a sword, not a bow. Struggled for the word for it there for some reason. I think it's got to be this. I know we can't buy it yet. He's going to tell me. What part of we're closed during high tide do you not understand? Yeah, okay. So we definitely need to not get rid of this shop, so I may have to just sort of ignore the fact that I need more logs and not risk pulling this down here. Because I really want to do this. But that will drop 3, won't it? But I don't know what's going to come down from the top. So, yeah. I can drop 1 though, right? Yeah, we can do it that way. Yeah, we got 10. That's fine. Right, shop. Yes. Open. Barracks. 6 coin and 4 rocks. That's plenty. I've got plenty of rocks. That's good. Where would you like to build the keep? It must be on a hill. Is it best to build it like right in front of them, do we think? I can't entirely remember what he said it did. I will put it there because it's nearest to those. It spawns something. It spawns somebody. 2 soldiers, I think. So we may as well have them spawn right on top of the thing that they're gonna be attacking. Although they have come out this way. Can I afford anything else? 3 more food? Sure. Why not? Okay. So we'll have 19. I can 4 farmers. I mean, there are only 2 soldiers, which kind of makes you think that my 2 soldiers should be able to deal with that, but I'll make a 3rd one. And I'm inclined to make a 4th one just in case. Like, overcompensating. I was going to say, I do hope that at least one of them comes down here, because otherwise how are we going to... They're not going to come all the way back down. I assume the soundtrack for this will come out on various formats at some point. I bet there's some really weird and funky tracks hidden further in it. He's dead! We won! Hooray! Well done, Barracks. Enjoyed that. Enjoyed having you. What's this? A billboard in the middle of the battlefield? It's true. There appears to be a billboard of some sort among the scattered elements of the terrain. You go to the outer walls to get a better look. All these guys. You need law. Says Robin. That thing gives me the creeps, Your Majesty, as if we're about to be sued just by looking at it. You agree, it might be best to look away lest you draw some unwanted legal attention. Okay. I mean, it's a safe spot on the map, so that's good. Get rid of them. I guess we're back to looking for logs, really. Another structure wades into view in the distance. That looks like a shop as well. You suppose this is another... Look, Your Majesty, a temple of M-A-R-K-E-T! Should you wish to pay your respects, it need only stay in view till low tide. Correct, your brilliance continues to blind. Okay, so it's a market. Forbids trading during high tide, but you can ask their forecasters to predict the future. Here are our prices. Oh, so it's a trade. Rather than a shop, it's a trading thing. Okay. I mean, I only have 4 coins, and I have 41 food. I don't think I'm going to need to trade for much, but... Good to know that it's there, I guess. Let's get rid of 4 of those. Thank you. Take that. Stop dropping soldiers back on me. Know what you're doing, game. So I'm just constantly looking at what we've got the least of here. Better call law. So at the minute it's rocks, but we can't get rocks together, so shmeh, whatever, I guess. Can we even get any logs together? No. Right. Got rid of most of them. There's only 2 soldiers remaining. Oh, and I get another go! What can I even match? It's just the wheat at the bottom, really, isn't it? I think. Okay. Alrighty, let's check out market. Trade generic assets at the Temple of M-A-R-K-E-T. Blessings upon your business. Prices are determined by market. I don't know if I really want it. Like, coins seem so much harder to come by. I think I'm just not going to. Just curious whether I've had any achievements yet. No, okay. So there's no achievements for like buy your first thing from a shop, buy your first thing from a market. In which case I'm not going to bother. Right, so we've got our free soldier. We're protected by this billboard for some reason. Let's have 3 farmers to get us more food. There's only 2 enemies. 3 soldiers then? They don't come out straight away as well, which is a delight. I like that all the things that pop up are like just sporting successes. Like I've hit a baseball, I've jumped over a hurdle, I've scored a goal. Oh, look at these guys. They're struggling to get over these hills, look. Such slow. Such slow. Oh no, he killed him! Guys! Guys! Oh, it's alright, the tide came. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I was going to say I need them to come back and save us, but we didn't. Alrighty, now the court finds itself surrounded by catapults. To be perfectly precise, those appear to be trebuchets. Given that trebuchets are a subcategory of catapults, you don't see any reason why you can't just call them catapults. Very well, my queen. I retreat in the face of your overflowing wisdom. Yeah, fuck off. Oh no, look at all these. This isn't good, is it? This isn't good at all. How many of these can we get rid of? A strange building comes into view. It looks like science. As you observe it, the phone in your office rings. What is this, Clover Pit? Hey, yeah, Titanium Court, Your Majesty? I'm calling from the Glass House. Yeah, we sell potions. As our name suggests, we firmly oppose the act of throwing stones in all and any forms. Therefore, we'd like to offer you our full support to Titanium Court in your campaign against these stone-throwing trebuchets. To start with, here's a pro tip, free of charge. Hills will block the projectiles, so I don't want to get rid of the hills. Just surround your court with hills and you'll be safe. And if that doesn't work, we sell a variety of instant-use potions that can help you deal with this threat. Is it an anti-trebuchet potion? Give us a call sometime, we'll be happy to help. Click. Who was it, Your Majesty? You explained that it was a telemarketer, albeit one whose pitch might prove useful. Wow, rare. Indeed. Seller of potions. Can I just buy... Oh, we can't sell... Of course we can't. Want to set something on fire? Our potions are alarmingly capable of doing just that. Something somewhere earlier was mentioned as being quite flammable, and I can't remember what it was. Potion of Geology can make mountains out of molehills and other terrain. That sounds pretty cool. Potion of Flood Insurance, not endurance. Or insurance. Ensures a flood wherever it lands. Statistically, a portion of Teleport is the safest way to travel. I've got 55. I could absolutely buy that. I'm going to buy that. Oh no, because it's... Eventually I'll learn. I'm not quite sure how you use them, but I guess it will teach us when the time comes. So I want to keep the rocks. But that means moving things to move the rocks without getting rid of the rocks, which is harder than it sounds. Let's get rid of those three. I do know that I can still move the castle. Oh, we got rid of quite a lot of rocks there. Oh shit, there's two down here. I didn't notice that, and I've got rid of more rocks, fuck's sake. Okay. Not much of these left. Get rid of them. There's still way too many on the screen for what I like, but they're very close by at least. At least we can go and smash them. Smash them quickly, I suppose. So, 1, 2, 3. What do you do again? Attacks the enemy from a distance, stopped by hills. I mean, depends which way he goes, really. I am still going to save him, I think. I don't even know if my farmers can get out, so I'm going to just leave the farmers, I think, behind this time. We've got 4 soldiers plus my 3 soldiers. That's 5 soldiers to take care of these things. They do start firing quite soon, by the looks of it, so... wish us luck, I guess. Yes. Smash it. Smash it quick. Smash it quick. Do you think they destroy these eventually, or...? Oh, they only fire once. I feel like I should barely have worried about them then. It's getting us money though by defeating them, so yeah. I didn't realise they were only going to fire once. I thought they were just going to keep firing. Never mind. The catapults continue their assault, although you know there are slightly fewer of them hanging around. Oh, okay, so we're straight in. Oh, I forgot to do the potions, didn't I? Oops. Right, so we'll get rid of you. And also you. Now I know that they're really not as much of a threat as they seemed to be. That's not my that's not my castle, is it? That's the castle. Can I move this? Yes. I'll leave you there. What do we need? We do need more rocks, though. Perhaps more trees as well. Get rid of you. Okay. I think so long as these are in double digits, that's fairly healthy. Doesn't seem much point trying to deliberately create food. Or water, really? I assume there are going to come more and more things that cost more of these. So I feel like hoarding these now might be a good idea. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Get rid of them. So there's 5 of them. Now we can look at potions. God. Do I get to keep this for the next round if I need to? Make mountains. Make a flood. Set something. I mean, I kind of want to know what the setting something on fire. Oh, right, okay. We get to set it on fire right now. I mean, do we just set fire to one of these guys then? Okay. It's on fire. I thought it was going to be a potion that I bought to then keep in my inventory, like down here. I don't feel like we super need to do much there then. So 1, 2, 3. And a farmer, just for the sake of it. I don't know how flammable these were, whether it was... I'm sorry. Ow! Ah! He chest moved me. Surely that one can't reach though. No. Damn. Good job we got that 10 extra health. They're gonna run out of time. Oh well. Okay, lesson learned. Look out for diagonals. The tide washes away the last of the catapults. You appear to have weathered the storm. Hooray! The threat of them now eliminated, the glasshouse pulls up next to the court and you receive another phone call. The salesman offers congrats for your victory and asks if there's any further assistance he might provide. You answer immediately, asking if he knows of a way for you to return home. Definitely, let's pull over somewhere and I'll draw you a map. Okay. I mean, here we are in the local shop. Shows you the map and explains the directions. So you've seen this before, right? You have, but no one thus far has offered an explanation for any of it. You assumed it was some sort of map. It kinda is, but it changes every day, so I'd say it's more like a weather report. But it's pretty simple. Each row is a battle. Within each row, within a given row, each column is a battlefield. Okay, let's just pass that through again. Each row is a battle, and each column is a battlefield. So you just have to progress through the battlefields. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battles to get through to win this round, I suppose. No, you don't. You'll figure it out. But importantly, did you know you can choose from 3 potential battlefields before every battle? No, you did not know that. Anyway, here's where you're at right now. Smack in the middle of the war. To get home, you're first going to have to make it to victory, which is right up here. Oh, what? There's a dragon or something on the way. Before or after the dragon? After! Of course. But making it to the end isn't enough. After that, you'll need to make an exit. Make an exit. Given the abstract nature of movement through the tide, would he be willing to elaborate on that? Yeah, it's confusing, right? These routes were conjured back in the 60s. Everyone was hopped up on allegory or something. Around here, making an exit means you've got to consciously leave the path you're on. You know, like you've got to fundamentally change as a person. Okay. This might be a long shot, but does he have any specific advice for how you might do that? Preferably in a safe and non-traumatizing way. Do I ever? Your Majesty, that's our specialty. He sweeps his arms back to reveal a shelf of bottles under a marquee that reads Love Potions. Is he attempting to make a joke? Not at all. Nothing changes a person more than love. I repeat, what? Okay, you take a deep breath. If his love potions function like those described in stories, i.e. forcing an individual to fall in love with a person they otherwise have no interest in, then you have absolutely no interest in them. Your Majesty, with all due respect, that's messed up. I don't sell anything like that. You've been hearing some weird rumours, huh? I blame my competition. Please let me set the record straight. My potions cannot create love from nothing. They merely expand the love that already exists within you. Seeing your shoulders relax a bit, he continues with his pitch. Now, if you're new to love potions, I definitely recommend starting small. He pulls a potion off the shelf, like this one, full of love for something called baseball. This one is great for beginners. The effects are really mild. Drink it and you'll end up liking this baseball just a bit more than you already do. That's it. You suppose that does sound relatively harmless. If he also thinks it will help you return home, you may as well give it a try. Perfect. Come on, put your wallet away. I'm not going to charge you for it. Just take it. Okay, now I'm sus of you. So you return to the court with a new map of the war and a single complimentary potion of liking baseball. A worthwhile shopping trip, I think you'll agree. Now you have a certain idea of what you're looking at here. Based on what the salesman told you, this is either a map or a weather report. Either way, the important thing is that you can choose which upcoming battlefield to traverse. Yeah, because it was sort of just moving independently before, and I did wonder what the point of it was if we can't actually pick from it. But now we know. So this is special field. Oh god. Extra field, so they give more food. It doesn't have any hills. It does have a hospital. Enemies are knights and goons. Will you tell me about? I thought Mr. Tooltip might have popped up to tell me about these. Bonus wood. Missing fields. I don't think that's a problem. Scamps and goons. Oh, is it? Is that where it's taken, like, sort of drawn a bit of inspiration from? I should hydrate. This is so... I'm so into this. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so, like, invested in this, I've forgotten to drink. Okay, I had some drink. Scamps and goons. I don't know what we've fought so far. I guess we'll find out. Extra water. Has chests in... Oh, what was the amenities? Shop. Okay. Got 13 coins. It wouldn't be terrible to get a shop. Birds. And goons. Oh, there's pictures of them, look. So that's a scamp. And that's a goon. That's a knight. Knights look difficult. Let's not do knights. That's got the birds in it. I don't really like the birds. And that's inspect your available units. So I think we're going to go for this one. Also, it's directly in front of the dragon, so, you know, like, why not? Okay, so, new. Another sign, another potential cultural misunderstanding. Thank you, Sammy. I did just hydrate. Okay. Incredible. A sign that predates written language and is comprised entirely of a single hieroglyph. I must say it's in remarkable condition for something so old, but what could it mean? What does it mean? Given the symbol, the scales tilting in the favour of one individual, it's clear that this sign marks the presence of social inequality in the vicinity. That's so. How kind of this ancient civilization to offer a warning so we might avoid it. It is, if you hadn't found out. 2 children playing on a seesaw. Yeah, okay. Avoid it. The court is literally a monarchy. Well, the sign's there for a reason, wouldn't you say? Yeah, cool. We've still got 30 health. I'm perhaps naively confident here. Where is my shop? Does the shop just appear further down? This is different, look. A clubhouse. Matches with all... So, like, anything, any red things will match together. Buildings. Produces quick and fragile scamps. Okay. Fine. Oh wait, what? Autumn woods. Oh, you have to match those together. That's annoying. Does not match with summer woods. Inflammable. Whereas those are flammable. Okay. Great. Okay. I mean, those match. Nice. The shop. The shop. Where's the shop? There. Right. Let's get rid of the rocks so that we don't accidentally do rocks. Still a lot of fighty people on the map. How are we gonna? Oh, right there. There, because that got rid of loads. Nice. Thinking. Really could do with that being one thing lower. What do they give me? Just wood. Oh, they give me bonus wood. Or is it that there are more forests on the map overall, not that they give you more wood? Signage. Classic signage. Oh, I was hoping another thing would fall there. Maybe this time? Got rid of them. Okay, well we got rid of a good amount of... so... Shop map. What can we buy at the shop map? If you want to sell, tap on your own stuff down below. Charm. Offensive spell. Enemies become friends. I do like that. A ranger. Gathers wood and defends. Green Hill Zone. Global broadcast. Hills reveal their true nature as forests. Okay. all hills become forests. Cobwebs. Defensive spell. Lay a trap for your enemies that halts their movement. Even flyers. That's quite good. I'll have that. For potentially future rounds? Don't know. Or just 2 stone. I feel like that's probably worth having. We do have, you know, quite a lot of water. Blessings on your business. And now my thing is full, and I don't really want to sell anything, so we'll go with that. Robin has notes on how the cobweb spell functions. Robin is brilliant. I love Robin. Here's what my notes say. Cobweb is a trap that ensnares units on the battlefield. Any unit that steps on it will be caught and unable to move, including those pesky flying bastards. But watch out, cobwebs take damage every time they ensnare something. If they catch too much, they could break. Also, they're very flammable. Those are all limitations you can probably work around. Can you at least assume that your own units will steer clear of the cobwebs and won't get caught, or are they dumb? What do you think? No. Correct, unfortunately. Great. Those are all the notes I have. Thank Robin for this info. Okay. Right, well, I don't really want my own people stumbling into the webs and stuff, so... yeah, they're a bit everywhere as well, aren't they? I don't know if I want to... I want to kind of... You can't see it, but like this is the charm spell. I feel like I want to try and save that for the dragon, although it's almost certainly probably immune to it. I don't know if this is a use it once thing, or if it... I suppose it's not. If it's going to cost 5 water each time, that probably means it's indefinite, right? Okay, so let's have... So we've got 4 soldiers. There's a soldier literally right here, about to smash us. I think this time I am going to deploy the centaur for attacking from an enemy. So there's not many hills. I mean, these guys are quite protected by hills, but the rest of them are not. And let's have 1 more soldier for luck, because why not? Okay, go! Look at him! Look at his arrows! Like they're on bungee cords. Oh, everybody has gone over the mountain. Look, that's not good. That's not good. They've all gone over that way. But the centaur... Maybe the centaur will be fine? Shoot the guy. Why Why was this guy who was walking over here go that way? Why was he going that way and not coming to attack my castle? How peculiar. Which battlefield should the court traverse? I mean, the one with the dragon on it, probably. Why do they look weird? Oh, because it's telling me what's on it. What the hell? What is this? Wormhole? Didn't have money on a wormhole. It says the wormhole has a health thing of 20 hearts. Merges and grows when matched with... I mean, that sounds awful. Hill. Can you tell me about the hospital? I guess not. Oof. John S. Reid is here. Hi, John. How you doing? Evening, games lover. We're about to fight a dragon, I think. I'm not sure. It's very strange. I'm really loving it, though. I'm very much loving it. I just realised as well, this will be a spectacularly good Steam Deck game. Because it's so, you know, minimal control type thing. Yeah. How you doing, John? How are things? Feels like this, other than the dragon, which is like, you know, quite big and there, there's not much on here that is bad. Like, these all look like normal things. And those all look like normal things, but that has a worm. I just don't want to do a wormhole, you know? Also, there's the excitement of opening chests, like, if we manage to keep them. So let's do this one. Hopefully. Okay, so what is new down here? Robin has notes on how enemy knights behave in battle. I just don't want to do a wormhole, you know? I just don't. My notes don't usually comment on minor enemy units, but there's a quick footnote here. Knights are defensive units. They won't attack directly, no matter their number. That said, they will attack our units, workers and soldiers alike, whenever they draw near. So if we just don't go near them, they will just stay there and be perfectly harmless? As such, they pose less of a threat than other enemy types, but that doesn't mean they're not annoying. Okay. So, it's annoying that my keep is all the way down here when my... Although saying that, I can just get rid of it, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I mean, this feels like, should we just start the war now? Because like, there's only 3 people on the field. Let's get more logs. Where is the dragon? Can we open this? The storage unit remains locked. Boo! Oh no, I can't just start now, can I? I literally have to do match 3ing until the bar is empty. Annoying. You've been decking out the beach hut with new furniture. That sounds fancy. Fancy beach hut lifestyle. How cool. I want to do stuff up here so that it has less chance of bringing castles down here. If you know what I mean. Oh god. No, that's fine. We can get rid of that. And then get rid of them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It just keeps making this go back up. And it's like, no, I don't want it to go back up. That's no good at all. You should come down for a visit. We have beaches here, John. You should come up here for a visit. What do I need? I think I've got... These are almost evening out now, look. That's quite cool. What's the most minimal way I can do stuff up here without sort of triggering a great big chain effect of things? Like that, I guess. That's not... I mean, there's like loads of them now! Fuck's sake. We might do that soon. I would say come up for May Bank Holiday, but May Bank Holiday up here is horrendous, so I wouldn't. Absolutely wouldn't. What's in the trinkets, treasures, trifles, and toys? It's just money. I'll just take all the money then. Cool. Right, okay, so... God, we're right in the middle here. Next to a knight. But the knight isn't going to attack the castle, so that's actually maybe fine. All of these are knights except for 2. Not that soon. No. God, that's like next week, isn't it? I forgot. I'm still like, part of me is already in May. For some reason. Because I think because of work. Because we're constantly planning ahead for the project and stuff. It feels like we're already practically in June. And it's like, we're not. We're not even in May yet. But that's just sort of how it feels, you know? Justin Timberlake is biding his time. It's gonna be May. It's gonna be May next week. What are we all playing? Well, Mr. Dub was streaming Day of the Tentacle yesterday, which I think I feel like you're a fan of as well. I feel like it's a very John game. It's a very me game. I love it. Who do we want to send into battle today? Got my one free knight down here. Hopefully he'll just fight this guy straight away. That should be fine. I honestly don't think we need more than 2 knights. Which could be optimistic. And we do have enough for an extra knight. So we'll go with 3 knights plus the bonus knight. So yeah, he's going to smash that. Oh, they're all going to smash that straight away. Amazing. Bop. Right, so he's dead. Ow. Ow. Oh, he killed one of them outright. Why are you going that way? Oh no, the knights are really heckin' strong. So you can't really control the routes that they take. So like, I would have loved for them to avoid the knights, but they didn't. We have 16 dead people now. That's not great, is it? But never mind. No U-turns! Oh no! Oh, as the court moves motionally across the void, it suddenly encounters a neighbour. Your courtiers cry out in alarm. You spy a great dragon soaring above his lair in the distance. The legendary apex predator opens his mouth and addresses the court. Here is what he says. Look at that! That's not a dragon! That's not a dragon, is it? That's barely even a lizard. It's a sock puppet or something, isn't it? Yeah, hey, could I get... Hang on, let me look at the menu. He sweeps his gaze over the court, doubling back when he catches sight of you atop its walls. Ah, man, I'll have the Fairy Queen combo meal. We have Kermit the Frog at home. It's not a dragon. This has horns. No pickles! But I'm on his side now, because no pickles, as a meal should be. He's even got horns on there, look! Why do we not get to fight him yet? Like, why have we... Like, I thought he was on the square previous. Okay. That has a wormhole, but it does also have a hospital. Which Clippy still isn't going to tell me about, unless I do it up here. No, that's just a hill, but it is a hill with a hospital on it. I mean, I guess we could just avoid the wormhole. It does have a shop. I mean, a hospital does feel good. If it's going to heal the castle, if you see what I mean, that's probably a good thing. However... Oh, that's the background, isn't it? I was going to be like, why is he over that in there? I don't know. Let's take this one because it sort of looks like... It doesn't have any knights. Mainly. It's a good thing. You now notice that the battlefield is littered with a bunch of ominous... What are those? Are those wormholes? I'm not sure what to call them, Your Majesty, but they're bad news. The tide seems to group them with the enemy courts, but they never disappear when matched. Instead, they appear to merge with their neighbours, retaining every soldier those neighbours possess. If prayer actually worked, I would pray that we do not see them grow. They remain harmless, as long as they're empty. The dragon is here, though. Okay, right, so notes about the dragon. Here's what my notes say. The dragon's first priority is to cook every fairy we send into the field. Once all our units are cooked, he'll then turn his attention to the court itself. I really wish we could have healed the court somehow. Where's my hospital? There was a picture of a hospital. I'm not seeing it. If we can find a way to spread our units far and wide, we might be able to withstand his assault. Or we could try and keep our units on hills or water where fire is much less effective. I mean, I don't get much choice where they go, though, right? Even if he doesn't burn the court directly, we're still in danger of catching fire from neighbouring fields and woods. So I need the... I mean, the castle is over here, but... we need hills and rocks and water around us instead of trees and straw. Those are all the notes I have. Thanks. And then what is this? Perhaps the dragon can be bribed to leave you alone? Your scholars determined that based on current meteorological readings, an adequate bribe for the dragon should be about 50 food. No! I mean, I don't think I can get to 50 food even by merging. Bribe the dragon with 50 food. I wonder if it works. I assume it must work, otherwise why would it offer it you? I don't have 50 food to do that with. So I do have that charm spell, which I'm guessing isn't going to work on the dragon, but we could try it. In the meantime, let's try and get... God, this is hard. So you want to match stuff, but not the stuff that you want to disappear. Oh, wow, my brain has just gone like, nope. Nope. Right, so we're behind rocks, so that's good. I would like to get rid of trees, though. I'll get rid of you, because you're, like, people that are going to get in my way. Get rid of that. That's just a little grunt guy. Sorry, grunt. I really want to do this. But it will get rid of a line of rocks. But is that a problem? I was silk-songing with Wiimod. But I kind of lost the will because it's just too hard. Again, I want to do this. Like, the urge to just match them is insanely strong because, like, that's usually what you do, isn't it? Oh god, I didn't even notice how far down the bar we were. Oh well, okay. Fine, cool. A medical establishment is offering to sell you hearts. How much for? For a modest mandatory donation, they will heal your ailing fortifications. Increases max by 10. Great. Receive hearts whenever you gather water. I mean, we'll definitely increase it by 10. Can I buy this? Given that my thing down here is full. Yes. Oh, it goes over here. Okay, that's quite cool. And I don't have enough coins to do it. So we could have done it again, which would have been amazing. However, we can't. I still... my food went up by like 1. No, we don't need the notes. We need to... An enemy caught to charm. So it has to be a cord. Which is a bit annoying. Maybe this one? Because then they'll fight... Will they fight for me, do we think? Or do we think, well, they'll just do nothing? Oh no, they are on my... They're literally... It just turns them to my side. Cool. Okay, well that's fine. Because the more people of mine he wants to toast, the more that's going to distract him from attacking me, right? So if he's got to fly around doing that, that's a good thing. I think. Three log, 4. Again, remind me what this does. Lay a trap for your enemies that halts their movement, even flyers. Does it work on the dragon, do we think? He is a flyer. I mean... Where do you wish to lay the web? Here? Must be on a tree, okay. We'll try it, I just need to know what it does and how it works, really. Do I have to kill his thing or just survive? I assume that's an egg, like a dragon's egg. Who can possibly say? It's like, I'm trying to apply logic. I mean, it's weird because like the underlying, there is a really, really strong like baseline logic to it all. It's just the theming and the stuff is like so batshit weird that it's like, oh, it's sort of obscuring that a little bit. Intentionally, I assume. I'm almost tempted to just have everybody be on my side, because I can afford that. And then maybe we'll attack the egg. I don't know if we need to kill the egg is the thing. The dragon's lair, a home to a predator, also the remains of a hatched egg. Because he's got 80 health, which is not fair. Okay, let's generate. We'll have 2 archers because they can shoot from a distance. I mean, we do already have like how many? How many soldiers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is the last round, isn't it? So surely I should just blow all my resources. Stopped by hills. I mean, this is a bit of a problem because there are lots of hills here. Can they, like, move out of the hills? I don't know. He's going to set fire to these, I think, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, let's just see what happens. At least we didn't match the wormhole or anything, you know? So he hasn't appeared. Now he appears. Oh gosh. Toasted that lad. Oh no, he's about to walk onto a burning field. Ow. But we only have to survive this, don't we? We don't have to beat him. I don't think. We did 2 damage to his egg. Bobble's here. Hi Bobble, how you doing? How's it going? I think it's going well. We just fought a dragon. Well, I say we fought a dragon. We endured a dragon. And I'm not entirely sure if we have won or not. This is too complex, too weird to sort of summarize in a sentence. Your courtiers continue expressing alarm as the dragon's lair is somehow able to pursue the court into high tide. Hang on, I wasn't done with my order yet, says Robin tentatively. I'm sure it can't keep up with us forever. Oh no, but what if it can? What if it can? What is this? Volcanoes? I thought it was a pot, like an urn. Yeah, I thought that was it. How do we... Can I not see the map? Is this literally the whole map now? Birds and goons. Boats. Oh no, but boats were really strong. I had a boat before, it was really good. Rare chests though, and the hospital. I only have 2 coins there, so I can't buy much from the hospital. What's the makeup of like kind of... what I don't know is whether like the little square we have here, whether that's representative of the percentage of map that is going to be made up of each of the things. So it's going to be like even between all of them except for the wheat. But this one is a forest, but it only has 1 forest on it. And I don't know if that's actually kind of accurate, you know? But it does have the hospital and it does have the rare chests, so... And I do still have this drip. That only has chests. That has market, which I'm not interested in. So I guess this one. Oh, the egg is just coming closer for us to attack. Okay, right, now I get it. Okay, right. So. It'd be good to get rid of the boats, knowing how effective they are, but that will be challenging. Where is my castle? Here. That's right, dead close to him. I've gained a singular health back. We can charm. I still don't have 50 food, do I? Still can't charm him. I think, what do we need to get rid of that's close by? That's very close to us now. Oh, that matched. Wait, is it going to tell me? Oh, it matches with all of them. That's fine. I thought it was going to be I had to try and get 3 boats together. Reminds me of UFO 50. I never played UFO 50. I'm aware of it. It's very good. It's been very amusing. Like the way it's written and stuff is I find very funny. It's the right amount of just explaining things a little bit at a time, which I like. It's this weird match 3 thing, but then also tower defense at the same time, which is very strangely compelling. What do I need? I probably do need more food at this point, don't I? That's a bit annoying. So we do this to gather resources and try and eliminate the amount of things that are going to attack me. Not at least the dragon is going to attack me, which is not super ideal. Oh, we can get rid of that. That's trees that are gone, but I think I'm going to have to do a lot more charming again as well. Maybe charm the boats, because if the boats can shoot a distance, that might actually be good. But every time I do something, this bar goes down, and when the bar hits the bottom, the fight starts. So I need to be really careful about what I do. I think I'm just putting myself down. This boat I'm 100% going to charm, because assuming I can. I really hope I can. Yeah, it's been a little bit... Ah, there we go. A little bit tight with the stuff that it's giving me. With that, because I had 2 boats in it, which I could do without. A lot of rocks there. Move myself slightly behind the rocks, so hopefully the dragon can't just shoot me. Open the chests. What did we win? Tonic. Local broadcast. Absorb surrounding water to recover. Okay. And a great banner. Offensive tool. All your fairies demonstrate improved hustle, guts and moxie. Glad they didn't use the word spunk. I'll take all of those things, thank you. Oh, an embarrassing turn of events. You're unable to complete that transaction because your hands are currently full. While it's your majesty's right and privilege to engage in queenly excess, you'll need to drop something if you want to hold something else. How would you go about doing that? Mr. Tooltip is back. When interacting with a shop or chest, simply click on your cards to offer them up for sale. That's the only way to get rid of your cards. You're welcome. Okay. What would I get rid of? I definitely want to keep the charm. Do I actually want these? Recovering hearts might be good. I mean, that doesn't really, like, give me any indication of how much buy, you know? I think maybe this, though, we can sell. Because it didn't really stop anything or whatever. Do we take this or do we take this? Let's take this just to sort of find out what it does. Acquisition provides us... I need that as a motto. A brief surge of satisfaction. Okay, so that was the chests and stuff. Now to prepare. Isn't there a collection of like mini games that are sort of it's like kind of like WarioWare, but not Wario. But they all have like a sort of underlying sort of backstory behind how they're connected or something. That was a very half-assed way of guessing. Right, who shall we charm? Okay, we can charm this boat. Great. 100% going to do that. It's on my side now. Fantastic. Does mean that the dragon's probably going to try and shoot it straight away. But never mind. How do we use this? Does this just happen by itself? I know you can't see it. That's the tool behind me. It's got like a red box around it instead of... It's not something I can use. It's just a thing. Maybe if we do this one, because that's got 2 boats in it, to be fair. And that can be shooting things from that side. And then I've only got enough for one more, and I don't know if there's going to be another round after this. And what these vibes are going on in the background. Right, who should we have? An archer. I mean, the archer can shoot the egg from there, potentially. I think. So they're not going to be able to get up there, but equally they're going to find it quite hard to come down through there, and he will shoot them, I think, before they get there. And you've got 7 food left, which is enough for another 1 of each. Let's have another 1 of each then, just maximum, just in caseness. Oh no, 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 did I just undo it all? What? No, okay. Whew! I thought it undid everything, and then I immediately forgot what I'd done. Right, everybody go. Dragon. Oh no, he's attacking the castle. Or... No, he burnt my centaur to the ground. No. Right, shoot his egg! Shoot his egg! Shoot his egg! Look, look! Look at him! Shoot it! Shoot it quicker! Oh, he did such a good job! What a hero! And now these guys are up here, and it's like... what a lad! What a lad. So this is what we have to do. We keep doing this until the egg is destroyed. Gotcha. I knew it, Your Majesty. If we can survive 1 more battle, I think we can escape. This place is busy today. Maybe I should eat somewhere else. Okie dokie. Right, now I understand. So, fields. That has boats. I've only got enough water for 1, but I could get more water from the match 3 bit. He's appearing earlier each time as well. Yeah, being able to charm boats is pretty good, I think. Enemies are centaurs. I don't really want that. Chests and hospitals, scamps and goons. Scamps and goons aren't terrible. Yeah, because if I can't charm the boats, then the boats will attack me. And that's not great. Also, this does have a hospital, and I do have 10 coins again, so there is that. Right. Still don't have 50 food. I have 0. Repeat 0. There is no food here. There's no food? Just as a reminder, if there's no food, I can't send out any soldiers. Which means that basically I'll have my 1 free soldier from my barracks, wherever that is. And that'll be that. How are we gonna... Oh, I got rid of the hospital. Shite. The thinking is like super intense now. Got enough water to charm 2 things, so I'll have But my barracks isn't here either, and I don't know why, unless it appears in the fight rather than... I didn't notice if it disappeared here. Desperately need to get rid of more little men, though. But none of them are really near each other. Maybe that one? Oh, that one. That's better. That's got 2 on. I might charm that one. Oh, actually, I might just charm that one. Although he'll probably die first, but you know, the dragon doesn't appear. Oh, he's that guy. Are you really? He's gonna appear after the dragon does. Okay. All the trees are like making my eyes go weird, to be honest. I gets rid of quite a lot. Okay. Not that one. That one. He might do some damage before before getting flamed alive. Hope for food in the chest. Yeah, maybe. That's a good point, actually. If I can avoid getting rid of the chests, which the temptation is strong. Although I could actually just get rid of him here. We've still got quite a bit of play. Oh, one of the chests went. But I think another one has appeared, so it's fine. Eat not go. 50 health though. The drip has done me well. The hospital remains, so that's fine. Okay. So what's in the chest? Let's hope it's food. Are you kidding me? It actually was. Oh my god. Yes. And also green hills. No, I don't want hills to. No, I don't want hills to become flammable forests. No, 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 no. A winner is me. Yeah, that was like you manifested that for me. Thank you. Hospital. Yeah, 8 coins, defo, because you know we just need the castle. I think if the castle falls, we die, we end. So yeah. All right. What shall we do this time? Do we distract him by... I think our soldiers can take care of this guy quite easily. Like, very easily, these 2 things. But if we have him toast them, then my archer can maybe... Oh, but there's hills in the way. Man, there's so many layers to have to think about. That's annoying. Actually, that one, because there's 2 of them in there. Oh, it only did 1. That's a bit shit. They're just going to fight each other now. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, is it even worth putting him out there? He's not going to be able to get past the hills. Stopped by hills. I don't know whether he will, like, traverse the hills. It's like his arrows won't pass them, but can he go past them? Honestly, don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm only going to put 1 on, though, because if... Yeah, it feels like it's not worth it otherwise, because then we are out food again. Okay. Do we charm another thing, just in case? Let's charm this guy. Okay. And we've got the tool, so yay, I guess. Let's see how it goes. Alright. I mean, here he is. He's not doing much, is he? Maybe he just stays there and defends it. Uh-oh. No, there's hills in the way. You said it wouldn't... You know, we just need to survive the bar going down, really. Ow. So yeah, he won't travel. I think we've learned from that. And he has ceased his pursuit. This line totally isn't worth it. I'm going to hit up the burger thing. Well relieved, the members of your court are clearly shaken by the whole ordeal. A few of them stand in a corner, softly wailing. When prompted about this wailing, they respond, "Pardon us, your majesty. We have rediscovered fear, I'm afraid." Yay. Defensive victory. So I guess you could have had an offensive victory if you defeated his egg. And I'm kind of annoyed that it didn't. After that single archer did so much damage to it, and he... Oh, it's a shame he couldn't have kept going. But we still won. So we had, like, fewer people died on our side than on theirs. Softly waving into the void. Property damage index 31. Sure. Having demonstrated your burgeoning skill, your tolerance for a new challenge grows. A kettle. You feel your maximum level of strife increase to 1. Great. With the war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Oh, all 39 of them. I'm sorry, lads. So many of you got toasted by the dragon. Some among your courtiers roll their eyes at this. Oh, they'll be back. Having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. Da-da-da-da. You awake suddenly in your chambers. Something about your surroundings doesn't feel right. You can't see much as you look out from your balcony. The sky is pitch black. A hill full of graves, yeah. Something is clearly wrong with the courtyard. You've never seen it so disordered. The ground shakes and your stomach churns. Oh no, oh no, what? What is this? Taking a deep breath, you keep your sights on the door. Oh no. Okay. Do I just have to get myself there? Oh. Okay. After moving through many unfamiliar halls, you suddenly find yourself in front of the court's great gates. Perhaps the court is trying to tell you that now would be a prudent time to depart? Who can say? Whoa, the gates. What should you do here? Explore the west wing, which is new. Return to the courtyard. Try to open the gate. Look out from atop the walls of the court. I mean, I kind of want to explore the west wing. Because last time we found somewhere that gave us a thing, and I can't remember what it was. But I'm going to do it. What should you do here? They stretch out forever in this direction. Head towards the chapel. Head towards your office. Head toward the gates. That painting looks a little strange. Yes. Look. It's a baseball thing. It appears to be a scoreboard of some sort. Perhaps you can assume that home refers to the court? But we won. Is this because we took the potion of liking baseball? Huh. I don't know if I want to go on the halls to stretch out forever. Wrong Piranesi vibes again, though. You should read it if you haven't. That says new, but we haven't been to the chapel, so surely that's also new. Is it going to take a coin from me? Eventually you find yourself in the court's chapel where a television displaying a test pattern stands at the pulpit. There is a solitary figure standing in front of it. I think it's Puck. I recognise his shoes. Can't see him clearly from this distance, but you know it immediately to be the man named Puck. What should you do here? The floor feels unstable. Should you approach him and find out what's happening? Or go back to where we were? I mean, we'll try to talk to it. As you take a step forward, the walls of the court shake with greater intensity. You wouldn't be surprised if everything were about to collapse the moment you speak to Puck. You hesitate. You don't need to do this yet. There might still be more to see elsewhere in the court. You haven't tried to open the gates. It might be a while before you get another chance. The court will likely collapse should you approach Puck anyway. I know you probably want me to do it yes, but I'm gonna do no. Because I want to go... where were we? Back. I actually do want to go this way, just to see if it turns into a maze or not. A literal labyrinth. Labyrinth entrance, have you been here before? Might as well keep going, or explore elsewhere. Well, we're in for a penny now. Let's keep going. Which direction should you go? The ladder. Back where you came from. The stairs. The door. I'm going to take the first one because there's more blueprints referenced exactly. There's more likelihood of me remembering that that's what I did if I get here again. So, let's take the ladder. You end up getting lost. Oh. There's a note taped to the door, which now appears to be locked. It reads, "Because they wasted Her Majesty's time, these labyrinthine hallways are being reprimanded. They are currently in a timeout and will not be available again until tomorrow." I see. So that's going to be a whole thing, isn't it? Like, get into the labyrinth and actually find your way through it, and you can probably only advance one step further each night or something like that. That's quite clever. Alright, we'll go back then. See if I don't. I'm glad that it's let us carry on exploring. I thought it was going to be like, oh, and now it's tomorrow and you need to do war. I guess we'll go towards my office then. Your sitting chamber. Elsewhere, west wing, east wing. Enter your office. I mean, there's new stuff. Let's go in the office. You're surprised to discover that the door is locked. Or maybe you're just stuck. Someone seems to have wedged a bunch of pamphlets in the gap between door and frame. You pull one out. The cover simply reads, "The key to success begins with 30 money. I only have 5. The rest of it is just various photographs of handshakes. As illustrated thus. Well, it looks like you're not getting this door open right now. Okay, well that makes it easier to decide to go to the east wing then. A foyer of statues. They look familiar, don't they? Do they? I mean, that's a dragon. That's a cat. Any ideas what this is? Enter the room marked by the dragon statue. Return to your sitting chamber. The dining hall should be this way. The pantry should be down here. I mean, surely the pantry. The stuff. Anything you need in here? The cat is here. The cat immediately begins making demands of you. Purr, great queen, how fortuitous. My campaign to subdue this province in your name has reached a stalemate. Wow. The locals have transformed the terrain itself into a weapon. Look, this sheer cliff vexes my powerful and weighty frame. Kinda seems like he's probably trying to climb up on one of the high shelves and running into trouble. Meow, yes, and so I seek your aid, but, alas, your royal height is also insufficient for this purpose. Surely such an obstacle cannot surpass the resources at your disposal. You suppose you could pile up some of the junk in here. Literal, our precious resources, but yeah, junk, sure. In here to help him out. It's not like the court is going to use any of it right now. Okay. I mean, oh, I don't have any! I don't have enough stuff. Is this like a sort of little sub-game? I don't have enough stuff, I'm sorry. That's enough for now. Okay. Climb the ladder. Sure. So in the... feels like a notebook might be needed. So we've got the labyrinth. We've got the pantry. What's marked by the dragon statue, I wonder? The Fountain of Youth, obviously. What should you do here? Have a drink at the bar, please. You find yourself in a sleepy pub. A sign near the door identifies it as the Fountain of Youth. You're not sure why you've never encountered this place before. Oh yeah, Mom. Only open at night. That's us. Drink? Actually, that does sound appealing. Ah, it's increased my comfort level. As you sip, a man collapsed on the bar next to you begins mumbling something in your direction. There he is. Can you see him? Here. Silly game. Baiting and switching. Yeah. Letting me find things, but not letting me actually do them. But now I know. This is the sign for knowing. That if I can finish a round with resources, I can put them into that. And I bet you anything, helping the cat get to the food gets you something amazing. Hey lady, got some I want to say to you. With his head down and his eyes closed. You don't think he's talking to you? Oh no, yeah, he totally is. You should pay attention, man. This guy is a regular prophet. The prophet proceeds. Yeah, okay, you never got burned by Mr. Dragon Guy. What's up with that? You're supposed to. Supposed to get burned. Okay, so if you're understanding correctly, he thinks you were supposed to lose to the dragon? Personally, you take no issue with failing to burn to death, as incorrect as it might be in his view. Psh, you'll be fine. It's fine. But let me tell you something, okay? Okay? Okay. Yeah, let me tell you something. You need dragon fire to ignite the light of youth. After saying this, he briefly raises his glass in your direction, turns his head away and starts to snore. Oh yeah, that was a good one, man. The kind of portent I'd be heeding if I were you, you know. Okay. My drink is finished. I stand up to leave the bar. What do we do here? I guess we leave. Genuinely didn't think it would let me explore for this long. I thought it would be like, and now morning has come and you find yourself back in your room. Okay. Back to the dining hall then, I suppose. Is there nothing going on here? An argument appears to be taking place. You hear echoes of an argument as you approach the dining hall. Now you can see and hear the participants clearly. After listening for a bit, you surmise that the argument concerns the thermostat in its current setting. Classic argument. But that cannot be satisfying. I just don't believe you actually enjoy that. What? What's not to like about taking it easy? It's boring. Who cares? Boredom is underrated. Relax. Word. You think you've heard enough and are preparing to leave quietly when... Hey, it's Her Majesty. Maybe she can help settle this. Actually, I believe Her Majesty is the only one who can settle this. Okay. Our debate concerns the thermostat. I mean, thermostat in this isn't like hot or cold. It's not like, you know, arguing with someone about is the house too warm or too cold. Or the office, if you work in an office, which is another perennial. Like, there's a draft. There's not. There is. Open the window. Close the window. Etc, etc. This is the comfort to strife ratio, I think. It is my firm belief that only by maximising our strife will we find any meaning in this war. Yeah, but who needs meaning, man? Let's just have a good time. Let's crank up the comfort. I mean, I'm 1000% with him. Either way, since Your Majesty is the only one with authority to make these adjustments, we ask you to render judgment. But, should you make the correct decision and raise our strife to level 5, I will give you this. She shows you a nondescript key she has attached to a lanyard. But, you know, that's going to be hard. You should just chill out and raise the comfort to level 5 instead. He casually produces a different key. Then you'll win this key. Easy peasy. I fail to see how anything done at comfort level 5 just qualifies winning. Stop judging, you absolute hustle monster. I mean, who cares? Those keys look awfully familiar. Where did they go? Oh, I lost my keys, didn't I? Didn't we say at the start that I'd lost my keys? Is it my keys that are going to be the thing that get me home? Plot twist, I'm probably going to need both, aren't I, at some point? Because I did lose my keys, plural. No comment. We are not permitted to reveal that information. Puck gave them to us. Puck is the one behind the scenes pulling all the strings and, you know, making the mischief. Because that's just what Puck does. Did you not hear what I just said? Yeah, but who cares? Her Majesty probably figured that out already anyways. Hadn't, but thanks. As it stands, the thermostat is currently set to comfort level 1. A fucking puckhead. I mean, look at him. That's not him, but you know what I mean. He looks a bit like that. Look at that. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Please, Your Majesty, I strongly urge you to change course. The more you try and urge me to do that, the less likely I am to do it, lady. So, you know, just calm down. Despite those protestations, you can't adjust the thermostat gain till tomorrow. They'll both just have to wait. Well, that was interesting. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. John needs to crack on. No worries, John. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. Nice to see you. Check this out. I think you'd like it. It's on sale at the minute because it's only just come out this past week. Past few days, I think. It's been very, very enjoyable so far. Although I have already forgotten where I came from. Where did I go? It's the kind of thing that you need to experience in the beginning because it explains quite a lot at the beginning about not so much what's going on, but what you do and how it works, sort of thing. But yes, yeah, enjoy the beach hut. I hope you have nice weather for it this weekend. Oh no, today's Sunday. The weekend is gone. Next weekend. I guess we have to go back. Office door remains locked. East wing, west wing. I could do with trying to get back to the gate if I can. Wicked Wano card. What is that? I think we need to try. I guess we need to try and open the gate just to see if we can. I'm sure we can't, but actually, let's look out over the walls first because surely nothing. Oh, okay. That just shows us that. Fair enough. I really wish I knew how much effect that flag has if it's taking up a whole space in my inventory. You make an attempt to open the great gates of the court. They don't budge. You note that there are 4 locks. There are 4 locks on the gates, leading you to assume that 4 keys of some sort will be necessary to open them. I wonder if I have to have all 4 keys at the same time, or if I can have 1 key, put it in, get another key, add that one, or if you literally have to possess all 4 at the same time. So I can't do anything here. Trying to remember where my chambers were. There wasn't anywhere else I could get to, was there? I think I've done everything. Oh, I can't. Okay. I have to keep exploring. Okay. Unexpected. I thought it was gonna... where did we not go? Oh, we need to try and talk to Puck, don't we? Yes, good point. I just wanted to get all the exploring done before we smash the world apart, as we're about to do. Earlier than expected, my queen, and yet somehow still too late. He mutters something under his breath, then gives you his full attention. Well then, you had questions for me, did you not? It looks like we have precisely enough time for one earnest answer to one of your queries. You express some incredulity at this statement. He's prepared to answer your questions now? He flinches in response. My queen, you simply must wield your skepticism with greater subtlety. That statement was clearly formed as a question. Wait, I didn't... Note to self, never say anything out loud in front of Puck. Think it inside your head. Inside your head! Queen? Come on. So yes, in this time and this place, I am both willing and able to give you satisfying responses without resorting to deflection or trickery. With the one restriction being that, as I said, we have time for only one such response. A response which I have just provided in answer to your question of whether I am now prepared to provide such responses. He sighs, which means our time is now up. I pray I will never see you here again. And then it all falls apart. Oh, man. So we're going to find him in a different place every night? With time and repetition comes comfort. 2 glasses of wine comfy. Nice. I'm not sure if I missed, or if it hasn't really made it super clear yet, how you raise the strife. Like, can you raise strife and comfort together, or is it like a... I mean, they said it was a thermostat, didn't they? So it's like, if one goes up, the other's going to go down. So I'm not... I don't remember seeing the mechanism for how to add strife. But I kind of don't want to at this point anyway, so I'm not too fussed about it. And you awake in your chambers as if nothing was ever amiss. You think you can safely conclude that escaping the court will require more of you than a simple victory. Like a roguelike. I suppose this comes as no surprise, given everything the potion salesman told you about needing to make an exit to return home. At least you've learned that if you make it to victory, Puck will answer one of your questions. Okay, that's good to know. So a very slow way of going about this might be to continue winning until you've gathered enough information to see yourself out the door. You rub your temples, thinking about how long that's going to take. Then you get up to face the day. Your bedchambers. Leave. There are new things. Puck is here, look. He's like literally right there. Is there any point even trying to talk to him? Let's observe some paintings first. How do you interpret this one? Just man smashing the floor with a guitar. A fantasy of revenge. The subject is smashing his guitar, most probably out of a seething hatred for rock and roll. I think you misunderstand. I've heard it said that the smashing represents his fervent passion for rock and roll. But how can that be? With his guitar smashed, surely he will find it difficult to participate in the day-to-day proceedings of rock and roll. A thing I have often wondered about people smashing guitars and stuff. You've just damaged the instrument that you use to do the thing that you like doing. Like, You interject to suggest that the subject likely has another guitar at the ready. That's not the point! That's not the point! That's... Oh, no, oh. I'm just too sensible. I think I'm just too boring and sensible. But the smashing might represent both his passion and his wealth of guitars. Her Majesty's theory is compelling, but the evidence is circumstantial. After all, this theoretical secondary guitar is not featured in the painting. How can we be sure it exists? Perhaps the artist painted it in somewhere in that negative space I've heard so much about. Suppose we'll need to keep an eye out for it. Cool. So there's my office, the dining hall, or attempt to talk to Puck. You spy the man Puck just down the hall. He does not appear to have noticed you yet. I mean, what's my plan here? I was going to run up a rugby tackle into the floor and make him answer a question. You're certain that if he had, he would already be making a hasty exit from your presence. Now might be a good time to follow him and observe for yourself what duties your steward is performing in lieu of offering you guidance. We're gonna stealth after him? Where have we gone? Okay, this is getting a little tedious. Fortunately, you can click and hold the left mouse button to speed up the proceedings. Try it in battle too. There we are. Is he just like leading us on a merry goose chase? A merry goose chase? A wild goose chase. A merry dance, you know what I mean. Oh, here is a part of the court you had not yet discovered. A vast library extends before you. Bookmark favourite. There's a secret door! Wait! You suddenly realise with some annoyance that while you were gaping at the scenery, Puck managed to slip out of your sight. He slipped behind a bookcase, did he not? Maybe you can figure out how. Why, when I could just sit here and read the books? Instead of doing a war. You know, there's literally a chair and a table and loads of books. Let's inspect the bookcase. It doesn't budge when you attempt to move it. You try removing a random selection of books from its shelves, but it has no effect. This is likely a waste of time. You're not even sure this is the correct shelf. It is the correct shelf! Ah, man, I have to leave! I can't even take a book with me! Why not simply read about the war? Exactly, it's much better than actually doing a war. Oh, man. How did we get there, though? Can we remember how we got there? To go there again? Librant. I know, the horror. I think office is where we start doing the war from, isn't it? So let's maybe go there last. The dining hall. Grab some breakfast. Yes, because that gave me something and I can't remember what. Was it extra health? Small bonus. Oh, 10 water, that was it. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. New things. The potion of liking baseball sits in the sunlight. Oh, it'll go off if you leave it in the sunlight. Consult the ever-changing map. What the... actual Pac-Man ghosts Metroid squid thing is that? Let's find out. It's a Leviathan. Of course it is. It has 120 health. A beast said to exist in dimensions beyond our own. Brilliant. Merchant machine. Okay, cool. A shoe. A tremendous sneaker housing a real estate office. Alright. While the exact extent of what you're supposed to be doing remains unclear, there is a growing list of things you think you should try to do. Recently, you've organised this list and placed it near the ever-changing map for convenience. Oh my god, there's a list of things to do! I love it! I love a list of side quests. Achieve sufficient personal change that you can safely leave the court at night. Oh, that's like get out of the door, isn't it? So unlock, yeah, find 4 keys. Earn at least 30 money. That seems, I mean, I say that seems doable, but that means not spending it, which makes battles harder. So, raise comfort or strife to level 5 to settle the argument. Get cooked by the dragon. So it wants us to lose? Complete the pile in the pantry at night. Ah, so I don't need a notebook because it's going to keep track for me here, look. That's good. I like that. Potion of liking baseball. You have yet to drink from the potion of liking baseball. One reason for that is your natural trepidation towards something that you have been assured will change you. Another reason is that the potion's instructions clearly state that for best results, you should leave it in direct sunlight until it bubbles. While it's been sitting in your office collecting sunlight from the window since you brought it back, it has yet to start bubbling, so you continue to wait. Good. Good to know. Go to war. It's getting late, you should see to the business. So, go to war then. Okay, so what are we on? I'm not sure how long another war will take us. However, I assume you can... Does it save it? Just going to test it out of like... Yeah, so that's saved 21 seconds ago, so that's fine. So if we were in the middle of a war, we could get to the end of a battle and then pick up the war next time, kind of thing. I really love this, I don't know if you can tell. I mean, admittedly, it hasn't hit me with like the mega super hard difficult things where I'm like losing yet. But so far, I'm loving it a lot. Oh, here's where the thermostat is. So this, you just do it here. So I do feel like I probably would stream more of this. It's that kind of, if I don't know what else I want to do game, it's one of those, I think. How do you increase your maximum comfort or strife? Ask. Okay, yes. Currently it looks like you can do neither. Like, you can only raise strife to 1, and you can only raise comfort to 2. Of course, each level of strife is earned. You must achieve victory at maximum strife. It's like a pact of punishment. To prove yourself worthy of the next level. That makes a certain amount of sense. How do you increase your maximum comfort? I don't know. It'll increase on its own, I guess. Okay. Increasing your comfort might be nice. Yeah, it would. Current comfort 2. Oh, so it resets. So we had this on last time, and now we can add another one. They are that is the same. This is different though. Decrease enemy precipitation by 25. Oh, that costs 2. Right, okay, so like that costs 1. That costs 2. This costs 1. Start with a basic income of 2 coins at the start of every low tide. Start with the ability to produce defensive knights. Do you know what? I'm going to start with more money and more... oh, it's re-rolled it. It's re-rolled it. Okay, that's unexpected. Money. Start with 2 thorns. Enemy units will take damage when they attack your court. The ability to produce lumberjacks. It won't show me what they are. Increase the market transaction limit by 5. I haven't really engaged with the market. I think a bit more income would be good. Because as we all know from Blueprints, having those extra coins every morning really help. So now we get to start choosing each thing each time, which is good. What the hell? These have got red skulls on. That's not fun. Okay. Okay. Which should we traverse? This one. Fairies. Has a shop, but I only have 2 coins. Review your to-do list? I love reviewing my to-do list. I think the one with the chests, to be honest, because chests can give us stuff. And stuff is always good. So, okay. Currently, there is 1 fairy. Are these different to the other water? Impassable on foot does not match with tap water. Okay. I still have a lot of water, though. And there are no trees here. Which is perhaps something I should have considered before picking this. Never mind. We very much need wheat, though. What's going down more? Very much need wheat. All the wheats are quite far apart. What? There we go. That might be the best I can do. What did we get in here? Something good, hopefully? It's Dragon's Cough. Offensive spell. Raise tiles above you 1 at a time. Oh, my centaur is gone. I forgot. I mean, you have to use 9 wood to use it, but I'll take it because we can always sell it later. I need to get that as a screenshot, that little acquisition message. That's like, yes. That's basically life, isn't it? Right, I mean, oh god, we don't even have the barracks, do we? So we don't have our free night either. I guess we'll just make 1 night then. Hope for the best. We can make a lot of farmers though, so hopefully they will rake in loads of wheat for the next round. But they're all going to go the slow way. Well, we've gained some wheat at least. It's better than nothing. But no logs. And no rock. So we couldn't even make any soldiers now if we wanted because we don't have any logs. So I guess we're going to have to probably pick this one because this has got all the types in it. And it has a hospital, so killing the fairies might get us enough money. Was it 8 coins to buy the 10 health, I think? Let's just see what these have. Market. No. That's extra logs, I think. So, missing woods. No, we're gonna go with this one. What does the vending machine have for sale? Oh, wheat. But we can't use it anyway, and to be honest, I don't really think I need to. So we need rock, we need logs. Logs. Wait, okay, cool. Wheat. Wheat isn't either of those. Oh, I don't want to get rid of the hospital though. Okay, 4 of each. Ooh, that's gonna be loads of wheat, surely. I really had to think then about which move would get the two fairies gone in the same move. Can I get any more rocks or logs? No, so I'll just get more wheat. One little soldier to take care of. Bless. And the hospital is still here, so that's good. So... Oh, boss, what's this? Surgery. Healthy spell. Restore yourself to full hearts at the cost of reducing your max HP by 8. No. I'm going to spend my 8 coins on 10 more health. Thank you very much. Absolutely. Absolutely not. Right. I mean, we can only make soldiers, really, so... Still can't make the dragons. What's it? 1... 2. I don't even need to do it. There's only one fairy. There's literally one fairy. So, like, just go wild, getting food in. Go for it. Don't let that one fairy get in your way. It's not done. Imagine listening to this for 1 hour. Oh my god, look how much food we've got! We could have bribed the dragon. Wow, okay. One to bear in mind. Right, so burning up the field here. Which should we traverse next? This one has extra rock, that might be good. And does still have trees, so has a shop. Extra food. I don't really need extra food. Does have chests though. Yeah, I think this one. The knights are a bit annoying, but I reckon we'll be alright. We never found out what was in the locker. The locked this, did we? Did we? Storage unit. Looks a lot like one you've rented in the past. Okay. That's fine. We know about the notes. It remains locked. Okay. Okay. Let's arrange the battlefield to our liking then. So we need logs. More than anything. So he's up there, which is fine. She says, bringing him closer. Not forgetting, I can move the court. And I shall. It takes a big chunk off of here, though. So, logs. Let's focus on getting some logs. Oh, wow. I got so much time back. I don't want to get rid of that one, so that one. Okay. Oh, I mean, like, what? Did I not notice that this was happening down here? God's sake. Right, okay, what's in the box? 10 water. And the Green Hills thing. Okay, I mean, sure, we can take it, I guess. Right. What did it do again? Oh, shit. I didn't actually mean to do that. Oh, I couldn't do it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was hoping to... I wanted to click on it so it told me what it was. Hills turn to forests, basically. Okay. Right. But hills slow them down, so I kind of want that to... Yeah, be that. So we definitely need some... soldiers. Oh, do we? Because these are knights. And they don't attack the castle. The only thing that's going to attack the castle is this guy here. So what I might do... we'll just send out 4 little brave little farmers to see if whether they can loot this without the knights getting angry. Maybe we'll just do 3. And actually not do any fighting. And if that, wherever that guy is, I can't work out where this guy is, but if he manages to get to the castle and attacks it, you know, good luck to him. He's not gonna have much time to do it, I don't think. Because he's all the way down here. Meanwhile, we're just stealing wheat from the ground. Oh, there he is. He was coming from the corner. Oh no, he's murdering my farmers. Bonk. 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 Okay. Maybe this wasn't the smartest idea, but I'm sure we'll get an opportunity to heal the castle before the end. Alright, do any of you have a hospital? No. Great. Okay. Maybe we won't. So this has market. Market? Will you tell me about market? No. Market is just exchanging money for stuff, so, like, yeah, don't need market. Missing fields. That's fine, we don't need fields because we've got loads of food. Does have a shop. Whereas this is just scamps and goons and chests. And chests might have some sort of weird healing thing in. So I think it's got to be this one. I suppose logically you can think ahead to which one you pick. When you pick it, the other tiles will rearrange and you can try and engineer whichever tiles you'd prefer to land near you by picking that right one. But I'm not thinking that far ahead. To be honest, I am simply not. The shoe is here, look. Who runs a real estate office out of a shoe? I don't know. Trees. Trees, 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 trees. An old woman with too many children, clearly. Nope, not that one. That one. Right. Oop, oh, a chest got disappeared. Damn it. I kind of want to get rid of both of those. I want to know what the shoe does. Like, how do we use the shoe? More. God. Right, let's go with all of you because you're all terrible. We need more logs more than anything. Still logs. Look at this, we've got a nice moat around us now, pretty much. That's good. Move you away. And then kill you. So this should be fine. Right, what's in the chest? Food, great. Stone, good. And 2 whole coins. Excellent. Does somebody live in that shoe? Look. While you may have expected the giant shoe to be somebody's personal residence, it actually houses a real estate office. By purchasing real estate, you can lock individual tiles on the battlefield so they'll follow you to the next battle. 8 coins though. I only have 8 coins. Purchase a property, meaning it will follow you. Like, what kind of a property though? Because it's got a little symbol, but the things themselves don't have symbols on. You know? I don't know. I don't quite understand. That doesn't tell me anything. I don't really want to spend all my coins is the thing. So we may have to turn the shoe down for now. Right, this time I won't accidentally click on that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people coming for us. But they do all have to come in this way through this little funnel here. Unless he can somehow... I don't know if they can travel diagonally. So maybe 3 will be enough. Do 4, just in case. Yes, commence the battle. But just smack. Just killed him outright. Oh no, but then somebody got him in return. The guitar guy. No, dude, down here. Somebody's attacking the castle. Come back. He didn't come back. The castle is less than half health. This is not good. And still I am not offered a hospital. Shop. Market. Missing fields, but that doesn't really matter. Catapults. I don't think I want catapults, do I? Although the catapults only fire once, and they can be blocked by the hills. And it does have extra wood in it, so actually that might be the smart choice. Oh, you end up in the middle anyway. I don't think it actually does. I sort of rearrange the things, but... there is a new billboard. You look through a spyglass at the new billboard. It's for tacos. Some of the text is small, but it reads, "The desire for a taco is universal." Quite a bold claim. Does Her Majesty agree? I'm going to say no, because I'm not fussed about tacos, to be honest. I prefer fajitas to tacos. Just a personal choice. At the moment, you have no desire for a taco, providing an immediate counterpoint to the billboard's claims. Ah, such a pity. I have no idea if those are actually doing anything. Who knows? Right, so we can get rid of a good chunk of soldiery men here. Only 2 catapults at the minute. Nice. It says there's 2 chances, like 2 times trees, but like they're all bloody scattered all over the place, so how are you meant to actually get them? Kind of like being sort of semi-surrounded by water and rocks. But I do have to match tiles to progress. Unfortunately. I need more rock. Actually, we need rocks to protect us from that firing that way. Oh, but I don't... Where else can I match? That will get rid of the shop if I'm... Oh no, I can match that. Right. Oh, okay. I thought there was more than that. There was not. Shop. Welcome to shop. If you want to sell, tap on your own stuff below. I can't remember what these are. What are these? Raise tiles above you one at a time. That's going to cost me 9 wood. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it. Pretty sure I'm going to sell that because, yeah, don't think we're ever going to use it. So we've got charm, which would work the treat last time. Sidestep, working spell, move in any direction as long as it's horizontal. What? Knight, defensive fairy, defends your court. Could be worth having. Our friend the centaur archer, or just 2 water. I would like a knight actually. Didn't have that last time. Did we get him again? He was really good. But I did like Charm as well. I actually might sell this because I don't think I'm going to use something that spends 9 wood in one go. So we'll have our archer and then we'll have Charm because it worked really well last time. There are so many people. Okay, so, right, you're using rock. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 people to defend my castle because there are people right here waiting to get me. Who could we charm? Who would be best to charm? Maybe this one. I'll have some regular... Actually, how are they going to get anywhere? There's water and rocks everywhere. They're going to go through here really, really, really slowly. But that means it's going to take everybody else a long time to get to us as well. I think. Maybe we just have another night. So that's 4 knights defending the castle, basically from this thing here. I think that, yeah, I think that's right. I don't think we need any farmers. Wait, we can't farm because there's no wheat fields. So that's it. Smash him to death. So that's fired. That one's fired. That one's miles away. Yeah. Yeah, so they're really kind of like if as long as you've got some rocks around you. It was such the slowest battle in the world because everybody couldn't travel. Amazing. Oh, somehow we're at the top again already and my poor castle is not looking in the best of shape. Does anyone know why the upcoming battlefields are marked with a sinister looking skull? I do. That skull is a universal symbol of strife. Its presence signals that the war is about to heat up. But what does that mean? What does it mean? So I've analysed the upcoming battlefields. If they aren't flooded with enemies, then they have extremely hostile terrain. I would recommend we look very carefully at the terrain and enemy combos when choosing a battlefield. Okay. So, danger! All boats. All boats, all the time. And lots of water so they can get around quite easily. What I didn't notice from boats before is how sort of far they can shoot. Because I know we used them to quite good effect when we charmed them and when I had one that one time. But I don't know how sort of much they travel and, yeah, like I say, how far they can shoot. All catapults. No hills to protect you. Sneaky game, I see what you did there. Fields, all woods, all centaurs. But it does have a hospital. That might be my only chance to heal the castle. Court, it's not a castle. I think we might have to take this one and just hope for the best. If we can maybe just get loads of knights to defend it, it'll be fine. Maybe. Right, great, okay. Let's get rid of some of you if we can. What were you again? Still don't really know what that's for, because nothing has really happened with it. Get rid of you. Okay. Could you remind me what centaurs do? No. You're just going to tell me that it makes more sense. Okay. Feels like the rocks are probably quite useful. I'm gonna guess if I do that again, it's gonna take quite a few. A bit of big chunk over here. So I think they travel through forest, if I remember rightly. The hospital. So let's. God, it's so strategic now. Just like, so I need to block them from there, but also like, actually no, I could just get rid of those three. So that's fewer of them, at least. That's my 2 coins. Hospital, please help me. Please heal my wounds. Oh god. I don't want that, I just wanted to heal. And I don't have enough coins anyway. Oh my god. Fine. I won't do anything with the stupid hospital. Whatever. Right. So, 1, 2. Actually, we can charm them as well, can't we? So, let's charm that one. Because that one's got a like, straight path straight to us. Can they shoot over water? Gonna assume yes. What happens if I just charm everybody? If I just charm everybody, there's no battle? I mean, it's quite tempting. Hang on, let's just undo that. Oh. What's that? Brain is not braining now. I know it means we've run out of water, but it does mean that literally nothing will happen here. And I feel like that's a valid way to win. Because, like, nothing is going to happen. We just get to enjoy the music for... What is it? A minute? 45 seconds? 30 seconds? Something like that? It'd be great if you could keep the ones that you've charmed. I probably didn't need to do all of them. I probably could have left one and the other 3 would have taken care of him. The other 4 would have taken care of it, but it felt too cool not to do. Okay. Tentacle guy. A vaguely aquatic head peeks out from a body of water not far from the court. There he is. I have good reason to believe we're looking at a rare beast known as a leviathan. But what kind? Correction, I believe you mean a kraken, dear Robin. Look, it is clearly a squid, not a snake. As loath as you are to agree, it is true that kraken is probably the more appropriate term. No, look, it's in this book. There's a photo and everything. It's a reaper leviathan. It's got the tentacles and the wibbly face and everything. Robin presents an old academic text on various monsters. There is indeed a photograph of the squid beast under a subheading labelled Leviathan. As you flip through the pages, you determine that the authors use the term Leviathan as a kind of subclassification of monster. Putting aside what it's called, it doesn't appear to be showing signs of aggression. If it meant us any harm, it would submerge its head the moment it spots us. It's going to do that now, isn't it? Like that. Yes, just like that. Lol. Oh, my to-do list has a new thing on it. Achieve victory over the Leviathan. Oh, at least we did stuff. We did some stuff with the other one. Okay, wormholes, great. We still don't really need food, so we're alright for fields. Unremarkable, extra stone would be good. Volcano, I haven't even seen a volcano yet, but I don't really want to be dealing with a volcano, you know? But there is a hospital. And we haven't seen a volcano yet. That would be the easy, safe way. No, I can't do it. I have to take the safe path. Sorry. I know it's boring. Robin has notes on how the Leviathan behaves in battle. Is that him? Because he looks a bit pathetic. Coming from the textbook, here are the important notes. Firstly, it attacks exclusively from water. Okay. Specifically, it will strike at any threat to the left or right of any water tile. Okay. Its strikes are strong enough to decimate our units, but it cannot attack anything above or below water tiles for some reason. We can use this weakness to take appropriate shelter or strike back. If we wish to actually attack the Leviathan, we'll need to first destroy enough of its limbs to force its head to surface. But be warned, if we make it mad, it will begin hurling projectiles similar to those fired by catapults. Holy guacamole! Okay. Wrong usage of decimate. Damn. To be fair, her textbook could be wrong. Here's some good news. The Leviathan has no allegiance to the enemy. If it will attack them just as it attacks us. Interesting. And they will do the same to it. It might be in our best interest to just lay low and let them fight each other. And those are all the notes I had. That does sound quite interesting. You have a question about how terrain impacts the enemy soldiers. Let's ask Robin. Suppose the battlefield is arranged like this. Is the enemy soldier able to attack from... is it a can they attack diagonally, which is what I asked before. You understand that they cannot cross the water, but what about this corner gap here? Can they squeeze through? My notes are very clear on this. They cannot! They cannot. They cannot! I think they can, actually. I see them move diagonally all the time. You've seen them move diagonally inside tiles. They never move diagonally across tile borders. They don't? They don't. Why not? I don't know. Maybe because it would be annoying if they could attack us by cutting corners. Which they can't. That is good to know, and quite timely, given that I literally kind of asked that before. Look at these surrounding me here. Let's just get rid of them. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. You attack me during this phase. That is quite something. So if I just move away... Oh my god. Right, so that kills that one, okay. And then they're attacking the castles. Right, yeah, okay. Wasn't really clicking on that. Nice, thanks, friend. There'll be a shop, but I only have 5 coins, so... Man, the music has gone all, like, thinky. I cannot think what I'm best doing here. Just accumulating rocks so that I can have loads of knights. It's the fact that this is saving every time, and it makes me think that something's happened to my health bar. Bonk. I was about to pull that down there to make the thing, but that would just punch me. So let's not do that. We can get rid of that one, right? Yeah. Okay. That, yeah, okay. Right, shop. Anything good? Anything good that I can actually have and use? Double beam, offensive spell. Raise your entire row. Wow, you need 20 of everything to use it there. Move in any direction as long as it's vertical. I don't quite get what that means. Like, does it mean maybe move more than one space? I don't really want to find out right now. Gather stone from hills. Interesting. I can't remember. Yeah, we do have hills. Defensive tradition. Gain shields when you gather stone during battle. But you can only do that if you have a miner, right? Which I cannot because my thing is full. Or just buy stone. Okay. Can we? Oh, no, I don't have enough water. I was going to say, can we charm the tentacles? Like, will the tentacles just protect me from anybody up here, basically? Let's have 3 knights to protect us. And remembering what it said about, I don't think it's going to let us offer us the use 50 food to bribe the thing, like it did with the dragon, but you never know. Also, the more food I have, the more chance I have of giving it to the cat if we make it back with it. So, how many have I? 3 of them. No, also I am immediately using it, but we will get more back. I think we just have to survive this rather than... God, the music's going absolutely mental. Yeah, I think as long as they're not... Why are you attacking it? Uh-oh. Did he kill us? I'm not sure. Oh, the castle's down to 10. Oh! Oh no! No! We died! Damn, is that how we raise our strife level or something? Oh no. Well, I mean, it had to happen at some point. Like, we weren't gonna, like, win everyone. That's annoying, though, because all the stuff is gone now, and I was gonna give it to the cat. Oh well. Lesson learned. There was a lot going on there. Yeah, I forgot that the tentacles were gonna grab rocks and throw them at us. So, yeah. For a short period of time after the court wakes each morning, it drifts through the tide alone, free from its relentless obligations to the battlefield. You have found this time useful for exploring your surroundings. And here we are, back at my bedchambers. Interesting. Right, I'm going to do an explore and then wrap up rather than do another war. Because I just want to see what we find right now. You feel as if you could use a shower. To your mild surprise, the shower, nay, the whole bathroom attached to your chambers is... to put it diplomatically, a bit shabby. Unlike the rest of your chambers, those which chose to stretch and grow with the size of your station, the bathroom remains small and intimate. If you are feeling less charitable, you might refer to it as claustrophobic. Also, it is clearly built into the underside of a staircase. Various thumps and falls from above the ceiling provide ample evidence that this staircase is well travelled. You aren't complaining. You consider it a miraculous blessing that a fairy court outfitted with the trappings of medieval Europe would also have functional modern plumbing. You turn on the water and test it with your hand. Despite the appearance, the temperature is consistently warm and the water pressure is high. I can wash my hair, thank God. Just a completely normal, non-magical shower. Mediocre, even. You suspect it will be a good reminder of what your life was like prior to absconding with a cohort of fairies. As you step inside and close the sliding door, you quickly retract the previous statement. Oh God, it's a minigame! What? The high-pressure water, the subtle ringing noise produced by the shower head, the echoes of the footsteps from the ceiling, all combine to create a cacophonous cocoon of sound and steam. If anything, the shower is perhaps the most magical object you've encountered in the court thus far. You let your mind drift for a while. This has got to give me some sort of buff, right? You go over the short list of things you've learnt about the court in the time since your arrival. I'm guessing I need to get the thought bubbles together to progress this. I mean, I should do. 1. Titanium Court is a royal fairy court, a place bound by ancient magic to withstand the tide, whatever that is. Mad 2. Magic totally exists, by the way. 3. So do fairies, just so we're clear. 4. You are, however, not a fairy. As a person who has lived a decidedly unmagical life up to this point, you are instead a mortal. Yet somehow also still the fairy queen. Unclear how that's a thing. 5. Yet somehow your mortal status didn't disqualify you from being crowned queen of the fairies. These fairies. In fact, so far as you can tell, nothing will disqualify you from this royal office, not even your own opposition to holding it. As loath as you are to leave, you think you've spent enough time in the shower. That was cool. I like that. Let us go and explore. New. Observe another painting. I will. Look here. It's got no legs. I do believe the artist has pulled a fast one on us. How so? Look closely. They have neglected to paint their subjects' athletic shorts. This is almost how they speak in Strange Planet, isn't it? It's like that kind of level of sort of literalness. You are correct. How strange. Even stranger, the shorts are still clearly part of the painting, despite not being painted. I expect this is a useful technique for saving paint. Undoubtedly. Indubitably. Cool. I guess we'll go to the dining hall. And have breakfast. Maybe we can only explore the other places at night. Like when it chooses to let us get up at night. You know, vehicular theology is not so ridiculous if you consider the car to be mostly a metaphor. But for what? What could such an outlandish and inconsistent set of myths possibly be a metaphor for? Perhaps the psychological armour we construct around our true selves? All for the conveyance of the soul to greater stages of enlightenment? It is not too hard to imagine. But aren't cars also allegedly beasts that devour naughty children who do not look both ways? Well, I never said it was a perfect metaphor. Or, as a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus. 10 logs! That's actually a really good bonus, so it's different each day. Hadn't realised that. The potion is ready! Let's drink it! Do it. Do it. Why are we going outside to do it? And of course, if you think you can fly, start from the ground. Did I miss anything? Oh, it's Robin. Robin is expressionless as she measures out 3 individual glasses. I was under the impression that this potion did not induce hallucinations. On the surface, perhaps, but dear Robin, any fundamental change to your personality is a trip. Even something as innocuous as liking baseball. I didn't realise we were all going to chug it. I thought it was just me because I bought it, but okay. You wait in your sitting chamber as Robin finishes measuring out the 3 glasses from the potion of liking baseball. Your magical scholars skip study hall and hop turnstile. Have volunteered to accompany you on your first foray into the world of love potions. For research! For science! Robin has likewise volunteered to remain sober in order to keep an eye on the 3 of you. How familiar are you with this baseball, Your Majesty? I'm guessing you know a bit about it, given your willingness to like it. Perhaps... Stop! Skip interrupts. If you are to properly fulfill your role as control group, you shouldn't speak of baseball until the potion has started to take effect. Right, of course. He turns to you. You must understand, Your Majesty, I currently know nothing of baseball. I am fascinated to discover what it means to like something I have no knowledge of. Measuring done, Robin hands you a small glass of purple fluid. Thank you, Robin. Tentatively, you down the glass. The taste is fairly sweet and rich, with a powerful aftertaste of honey. Your companions down theirs as well. They say in unison, "Oops!" And now you wait. The label says it takes at least an hour to take effect. And so, as the seed of a new love begins to inch its way through your digestive system, you await its arrival. And we get to wander around looking at stuff while we do. Look out the window. Yes. There appears to be a bike race proceeding along the inside of the court's outer walls. There it goes. There he goes. Neat. Okay. Consult the ever-changing map. That's what we're up against next. A small deer and a toll booth? Doesn't sound like the worst boss that we could find. We can't leave. Okay, right. So this is where I will stop, because otherwise I'll do another round and we'll be here forever. Monday tomorrow, back to work, blah 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 blah. I have loved this. Not gonna lie, I am thrilled with this. I gladly would have paid for it. And if it comes out on another platform, I probably will end up paying for it because that's sort of how I operate for some reason. So, thank you very much, fellow traveller, for sending me a key. Much appreciated. My gushing review will be on YouTube in a couple of days, probably when I get around to uploading it. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it too. It's very satisfying. I like the way that it's a combination of a bunch of different things. I think it doesn't rely too heavily on the like the match 3 sort of like bit of it as a gimmick. Like you could see match 3 and go, oh right, but it works really well. I think it ties in really cleverly. I'm not the best at like tower defense and stuff like that, but I think we did all right. We were never going to win every battle first try because it would be too easy. Like I guess like that. And I love that there's all these little side quests, like the thing with the cat and like doing stuff with that. That's gonna keep you having. It's like got that Hades like, I need to have another go because I need to go and get some stuff to bring back to do this side thing back at base. And I really like that. That's the sort of thing that keeps me having another go at it. And yeah, I just really I love how it looks. I love the sort of old school style thing. I love the fact we're a tiny blonde smurf by the looks of it. Like, why not? And yeah, it's just a bit bonkers crazy, but in a good way. And I love all the sort of Shakespearean sort of references and stuff. Like I might actually find on YouTube like a production of Midsummer Night's Dream and just watch it, because I'm sure there's going to be more references. I'm sure there's going to be more references to things that I as an English graduate should know and would enjoy picking up on, sort of thing. So yeah, check it out if you like the look of it. It feels like it's probably got the potential to run quite deep as a, it's like there's more below it than perhaps you realise. There might be more meta game than we really know about, which is quite exciting. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? I mean, at the minute, it's like there's been no rain here. It's been like beyond blissfully sunny and nice. So I guess we'll meet again in the sunshine. But yes, I won't be able to stream this Thursday, and I already know that I can't stream next Sunday either. So I will be back on the Thursday after. You can do a week on Tuesday. 2:25 2. So I will be back the Thursday after, which is I think the 7th on Thursday. Ni no Kuni awaits. Yes. So we've got to crack on and get on with that. I had wanted to finish that in April if I could, but I'm not going to be able to, which is fine. We will crack on and try get that done. I am tempted to look, or maybe to ask someone who doesn't really care to look and see just how much is left in this sort of weird after the fake finish part thing. Hi Rapid, how are you? Well, I can do next Tuesday. Okay, what's that from? How are you, Rapid? Sorry, I'm just wrapping up and like waffling on about stuff.
Verily.
Hey-oh. This is very, very good, Rapid. If by the way, you should check it out. It's on sale at the minute. Oh, from Weird Sisters. Of course, by God, it's been so long since I read most of Pratchett, to be honest, and I forget the references now. But yeah, Wrapped Razor, yeah. This is very, very good. We should actually maybe go back to the last save, 4 minutes, 29 seconds ago. Cool, I guess. We'll go back to the incredibly silent title screen. I'm assuming that this QR code is their Discord server or something. Feel free to scan it if you want to scan it. I'm not going to scan it, but if you want to scan it, there was a screenshot there you could have, but yes. So yeah, so Ni no Kuni is the next priority to finish, and then we can move on to some other stuff that I've got planned. I don't have any more keys, so the Sunday after that should be back to normal, or maybe more of this, so we can be a bit more free and easy with what we're doing. Yeah, I'm not going to do a raid because basically there's nobody on, so so I will just do a really, really awkward, silent, there is no music or anything ending, and say have a great week. I hope the sun keeps shining wherever you are. if it is shiny, or if it's too hot, I hope it cools down a little bit. And I will see you when I see you, and also in Discord. Kim, I will talk to you tomorrow at work as normal. And yeah, sorry, Rapid. Sorry, it was nice to see you briefly. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.